Good evening. Hello, everyone. Good evening and welcome in. But yeah, welcome in. We're testing some stuff today, and the screen might be a bit different from usual, but I'm sure you guys won't mind too much. But yeah, how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing tonight? I'll talk about a little about what's different, what's going to be different, stuff like that here in just a little bit. For right now, let's just go ahead and do some introductions. Let's see who's already in here. Maybe an announcement or two. And then we'll go from there. Welcome in, Illusion. And congratulations on redeeming the first. You are the first redeemer of the day's stream. Welcome in, Wizard, and welcome in, Ruby. Welcome in, Colors. And hello, everybody else that's coming in. Welcome in, Wizzy. Welcome in, Cute Kitty Ruby. Welcome in, Cute Colors. Welcome in, the adorable Fox Illusion. And welcome in, the melancholy stargazer themselves, number 24. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow to the channel, Coconut Monica. I am Lily Moetsuki, and I am the fox on the screen. It's also interesting that the little emotes light up as well, thanks to the post-processing stuff. A little interesting stuff, but yeah. Let me clear out my throat just real quickly. Good old allergies. But hey, I try to do everything correct today. Excuse me. What I meant by that is, we've had a nice shower. We've had some herbal tea, lemon, honey, stuff like that. Oh, you're going for the ears? Alright. I can hide them for you. 5 minutes though. 5 minutes and I want these back, okay? Don't make me hunt for them. Now the question is, are they real or are they not? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But yes, Coconut Monica, welcome on in. Sometimes we do ASMR, sometimes we do RPGs, and sometimes we just like to read a lot of stuff. But hey, if you're into that comfy vibe, you're in the right place. But yes, thank you and welcome in. Thank you for the head pats, Ruby. Thank you for the head pats, adorable little cat. How are you doing tonight? How is everybody doing tonight? It is Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas to those of you on the other side of the world. Merry Christmas to those of you on European countries. And whether or not you celebrate or not, have a wonderful holiday. Have a wonderful winter season. Whatever you happen to celebrate, merry celebration or something. Anyways. But yeah, Merry Christmas Eve, everybody. And Merry Christmas. If you're on the part of the world where it's already Christmas, it already had been Christmas. Otherwise, happy holidays. And welcome in. How is everybody doing tonight? What has everybody been up to? What all have you been keeping yourselves busy with? Maybe you're doing like something with the family. Maybe you're doing something for yourself. Are you getting to relax? Are you going to be working the holiday? What are you going to be up to? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? So tonight's plan is we're going to be doing the usual ASMR session where we'll do some soft voices. We'll do some whispers as well. But we'll also be throwing in some Christmas festivities. We'll have a little bit of a Christmas ad-libbing, a little bit of Christmas stories, and, you know, we'll just kind of go from there and keep it comfy. But the focus, once again, will usually be on the soft voice, the whispers, and the stuff that we like to do in general, you know? You drove for 5 hours? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Ruby. May the drive have not been too bad, and may you have got to rest afterwards. May you be getting to take it easy, and then maybe you get to take it easy tomorrow as well. Merry Christmas, little kitty. Merry Christmas. So, we'll probably start with the stories first before we get into some ad-libbing. And then if I need to, maybe we'll open up Chat GPT again. But I'm going to try to do what I can with like my own creativity. Chat GPT is really strong, but I always like to put like my own spin on things. So, if I can make it more genuine, then maybe I need to start relying on my own creativity. Also, welcome in, Leshy. I almost missed you there after you took my ears. You naughty, naughty little viewer, you. But, welcome in. I'm not gonna judge who's naughty or nice today. As long as you're comfy and happy, that's all that we ask for. But yeah. I was a little bit behind. We still managed to start on time, but I was still slow. Like posting announcements, moving my OBS around. The family wanted to do like a small little get together right before the stream started. Really bad timing, but it was fine. I got to give out some gifts and whatnot. I got to spend a little bit of like positive time with the family and whatnot. And it reminded me that the boxes of Pocky came in, so I decided to give a couple of them out, just in the spirit of it. Now, we haven't made the macarons just yet, but I do have those, and we'll probably end up making them for New Year's. Welcome in, Cool Show 9000, and welcome into the channel. How are you doing tonight? Welcome in. I am Lily Moetsuki. I'm the fox on the screen whose ears are temporarily disabled. Don't worry, they'll find their way back to me. They'll always find their way back to me. But no, I promise you, I do have ears. They're just not on me right now. They will be back. But yes, we do ASMR Sundays, and we, do a couple of RPGs, indie games, games that require a lot of reading and text and stuff like that. And there they are. Welcome back. My shiny ears to my head that lets me hear beautiful things. Maybe, hopefully. It'd be nice to hear it. But yeah, I'm a bit of a, not too high in gremlin energy, but I am comfy vibes meets ADHD in a way, I guess you could say. You're good? Cole Show is fine? Alright, no worries, I can go for that. Mr. Cole Show, Mrs. Cole Show, whatever you like me to call you, I'll gladly try to remember. But I can definitely go by Cole Show. Let me get some water real quickly. Yeah, I've got like the room fully decked out. Our oil diffuser's going. I've had me some herbal tea, and I did have a shower about maybe 2 hours ago and whatnot. So, before we start with today's Christmas readings and whatnot. Oh yes, yeah. Merry Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Day. Whatever time it happens to be for you over there. Oh, Ruby, cute. Yeah, you spoiled me so much this Christmas already. I can't. Thank you. You've cheered me up so much this Christmas. And like in general too. Like, I almost feel bad sometimes, but you don't know how much it means to me. It really, like, it just, I won't get too emotional, but I mean, you know what I mean. Embarrassed all the time. I really do appreciate it. It means so much to me. And maybe, hopefully, one day I can return the favor as well. Anything that I can help you out with as well. Or just things to do. Or, things like that. But yeah, it means a lot. It helps out a lot. And it keeps me going. My brain fried for a second. What were you talking about? Thank you so much, Ruby. Thank you everybody as well for coming early today. And the start of the stream, being here from the get-go and whatnot. Y'all take care of me. I try to take care of you back. You know how it goes. You all have just Oh, it's been such a rough year. It's been such a rough year that I felt like I wanted to give up so many different times during the year, but you guys keep helping me. You guys keep helping me back up. Even though I get like, I know I get like psychotic and Manera sometimes, and it's like, I look like a really bad fox, but I'm still trying, and I wouldn't be here without you guys. So I really do want to point that out, that I appreciate it. Every single thing, every single day, every little hello and stuff has made this journey really, really worth it. And I'm glad to be here. So hopefully you guys are glad to be here too. Hopefully you guys are glad to be here too. Had to click on the stream. You're adorable. Aww. Oh, you're gonna make me blush. But yeah. I guess I try to be just a little bit. I don't know if I'm like too adorable and stuff. But you know, I try to do what I can. I try to do what I can. But thank you. My brain just, oh man, short-circuited. Guys, what are we talking about? I know I was gonna say something. I know I was gonna do something. I mean, we can definitely get into the story here in just a second. Oh, wait, the announcements. Okay, let's go ahead and do the announcements first. So, tonight, as I did say and whatnot, Miwa, welcome in, little bunny. Welcome in, my cozy little snow bun. Elu, the titty milk, and the blowhole blast. The blueberry passion meets the blueberry and the milk. You guys just got my two favorite flavors. Thank you so much. I think I know whose code we're going to be using afterwards, won't we? That way we can spread the love around, little one. To all of you who also enjoy some comfy vibes and some ASMR content, be sure to check out this little bunny right here as well. Guys, thank you so much. I'm gonna try not to cry, because I was just like, I had some bad thoughts before the stream started, and it was kind of like getting me down, and I almost was just like, no, don't cancel the stream. You can't cancel today's stream. You can't cancel today's stream. And just like, okay, just calm down. Do the thing with the family, come back, start the stream, and have a wonderful stream. And you guys are like immediately, you guys do this to me every day. Like every time we do something, like, I don't know what to say. But yeah. Thank you for the wonderful titty milk. It's actually really delicious. Like, I'll be honest, guys, I'll give you my honest impression. I'm not too much of a milk person. However, the first time that I had the Gamer Sub samples and whatnot, I tried it. And it was like, this is weird, it's not for me. But I kept drinking, it's like, it's okay. Maybe I'll try it again in the future. A couple months later, I had another one of those free samples included with somebody's like really big discount and whatnot. And then I tried it again. I'm just like, oh my god, this is so good. Why didn't I like it the first time? Lily, if I stop talking, it means I fell asleep. Oh, no worries. A couple of people come by from time to time just to listen in, wind down and sleep. Or just, have an easy vibe. Work on something in the background, whatever you need to do. I simply appreciate you stopping by, giving us a follow, and hanging out with us. It means a lot to me. So, if you get to have a wonderful sleep as well, then that, that's extra for me. That's a good thing. Don't you worry at all. But I'll also say this, congratulations, Call Show. I'm bad at paying attention to these, but we officially hit 1,500 followers exactly. The big 1.5. So I might have to do something before the year ends and a little bit of a celebration for that. So thank you everybody for being here and whatnot. And once again, Elu. Once again, Ruby. Thank you so much for the wonderful Christmas gifts and everything else you've done to help out the channel and me emotionally and stuff like that. I don't think I'd be here without each and every one of you. Whether or not you've given out a gift, whether or not you've given out a dono, whether you just stopped by to say hi throughout the year and whatnot. Thank you for everything you've done. And I'll keep doing what I can do what I can on stream, whether it's making you guys laugh, whether it's making you guys cry, or just putting you at ease and being something to warm up next to your ears and whatnot. But yeah, so the announcements and whatnot. Other than the Christmas ASMR stuff we're doing tonight, we've changed up the microphone just a little bit. We finally got a arm mount. Because I've been learning a little bit more about my microphone, and I think I've said this before, that we've been using our microphone incorrectly for the last couple of months. I'm used to like using a dynamic mic. So like, I'm usually like kind of far away from the microphone and stuff. But apparently, a condenser mic doesn't work like that. So I've been like experimenting with moving the microphone a bit closer and whatnot. But like, it's been straining my neck a little bit. Because I would like put it in front of me and I would stick it on some stacks of books and make it really hard to get to my keyboard. I'm just like, oh my god, we have to do something. And then a friend just told me, get an arm mic. Just get a arm boom, whatever they're technically called. So I got one of those, connected it to my desk, and now my microphone is not in the way of my hands. It's a bit weird because this thing is huge. Like, it's a fucking arm on my desk. But it's nice because it cucks my tracking just a little bit, which is fine. I don't mind. But I feel like it's almost even closer, so it catches my voice even more than just hunching down into the mic. And when I was able to do like some testing and whatnot, it sounds pretty good now. So, welcome to the new age of microphone quality. Outside the ASMR, you guys will continue to get me at my best. The best, like, voice quality that I can offer, I guess. So, maybe you'll get to find that out later this week. I know we're doing VR chat tomorrow, so that'll be a different microphone. But later this week, maybe on a Wednesday, we'll get to put the mic to actual podcasting levels and whatnot for the first time. So I look forward to seeing you then and there. Now, let me see. I think it's time to move into story time before we move into some more, like, ad-libbing the Christmas holidays with you guys and a really fluffy fox right next to your ears and whatnot. So, if that is of interest to you, then let me grab just a little bit of water. Let me pull up one of my documents and we'll start reading a Christmas story. We're gonna start off with the Christmas stories to open things up with tonight. And then we'll get into the ad-lib. I know people have been like waiting for us, like, read me a book, read me a Christmas story, Fox. And I'm just like, okay. Then I'll get you guys your gifts first, because that's what I was going to try to do, but you guys being good little fluffs. You little fluffs ended up spoiling me first. You guys got the first blood today. My smug ass missed it, but that's fine. You guys like to play competitive, I'll play competitive back. So in exchange for you guys giving me gifts first, before I could give the gifts of the stories to you, I'm gonna put all my energy and make the stories sound even better than they would have anyways. I won't go down without a fight. Whether it's here, whether it's there, whether it's right next to your ears, I'm gonna be here, and I'm gonna make you happy. I at least try to anyways. I can't work miracles, but I can do what I can, you know? Okay, let me get that water. I think we're gonna start with a gift to the Magi first. Are we being devious? Oh, just being a little bit sassy, just a little bit playful. You guys know me. I like the tease. When you guys get the first shot on me, I'm always like, you know, I gotta find the way to use it as ammunition for the next time. I gotta make sure I have the upper hand. Or try to. You guys seem to be pretty good at this lately. I might be losing my edge. I will say one thing though. And I wasn't going to say this, but A, the correcting, not really, but maybe, I guess. Hold on, let me clear my throat. I was gonna say this earlier, so consider it a bonus, because I wasn't normally going to say this. But it was occurring to me while I was just like thinking me about my personality, how I act on stream and stuff like that. And like certain power levels here and there, relationships, my interest in things like that. And I've noticed usually I'm pretty much on top of things when my ADHD doesn't like cook me and stuff like that. But this year, it seems like everybody like gets the upper hands and stuff around here, you know? Whether it's calling me cute, whether it's spoiling me before I can spoil you. I'm starting to realize I might be more like medium now, I guess, more of a mix. So I guess you could say I have a little bit less top energy, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna have energy elsewhere. Take that for what you will. I'm gonna go get your story, okay? I'm gonna go get your story. So be a good little fluff for me and listen in. Get right close and whatnot. And I'll grace that ear of yours as softly as I can. Also, thank you. I think I missed a compliment or two earlier just because I'm shy at responding to those, but yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. I've been tricked by the Femboy avatar. Yeah? I'll just stick around because I'm lazy. Wait, hold on. Hero Gaming, I've got a question for you. When you say tricked, do you like what you see? Do you like what you hear? Were you expecting something higher or something lower? Do you need a bit more sass, a bit more girl? Do you want me to just like bring out a lower voice and whatnot? Like, I have a bit of a range that I like to play with sometimes. So I've got like 3 main ranges. And when people say, hey, I thought you were like a girl, it's like, hey, I thought you were a man. And I'm just like, I am a man. But I can also get pretty high too, whatnot, and have a little bit more control there sometimes. It's just all a matter of like, what do you want me to voice act, mister? Or, maybe I should take your hand tonight. We should go out of town. I like to do this. I like to do this because, yes, it is confusing, but that's the best part. That's the best part. You're still there to say how you sound like a Zoomer? I want to say that that's not a bad thing, because Zoomers are like predominant in this current generation and stuff like that. And if you're able to mingle in with the current generation, then you're like less likely to get left out. And if you're not feeling too Zoomery, or you don't think yourself as too much of a Zoomer, that means you can still interact with both sides. You can play in with the Zoomers and with the Boomers. And I feel like being universal is not a bad thing. Why? Why do you think it sounds like a bad thing then, Illusion? Why do you think it sounds like a bad boy? When the boy is femme, the stream is a gem. Oh, so you prefer if I, like, bring it up just a little bit more then? You prefer when it's like such a trap that you wouldn't be able to tell otherwise? But yeah, welcome in Hero Gaming. I am lovely Moetsuki. I'm the fox on the screen. Verse, gender fluid, and all around versatile. I've got these days I don't even know what my standard voice is. I have so many different voice profiles now that I'm like, I'm a fox of tricks, and fox likes to play tricks. Thank you so much for resubscribing to the channel, Alex. Thank you so much for the 11 months of subbing. Enjoy the emotes. Enjoy the lack of ads here on the channel. And thank you, and Merry Christmas. Enjoy the subby. Your voice reminds me of a friend that loves to tease everyone. And your speech patterns too? Oh my god, really? Down to the speech patterns? That's crazy. That's crazy. Because, like, that's what I do. I use all my different voices to tease everybody in a loving and caring way. So, man, your friend's probably a fox, isn't they? Your fox probably your friend. Your fox is probably your friend too. Yes, but I mean, your friend is probably a fox too. Maybe deep down. Maybe deep down. But yeah, okay, guys. I need to move chat to the other side of my monitor, and then we'll start with our first story of the night. So listen in. Every couple of paragraphs and whatnot, I'll still look back at you. Because you guys know, I like to talk back to you and whatnot. I'd feel lonely if I didn't, so don't mind me if we have just a couple of interactions or a couple of interruptions and whatnot. Thank you for the follow to the channel, Mizm. If you got a nickname, or if I got that right, or otherwise if I didn't, feel free to correct me and whatnot. I'll be glad to get the right nickname for you. Thank you so much for the follow. I am Lily Moetsuki, the fox on the screen, bringing you a comfy, relaxing, and I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, a cozy Christmas and whatnot, I guess. I'm doing good tonight. Thank you for asking. Happy holidays, everyone. And what the hell is me doing a very bad job of trying to pronounce somebody's name? Nighttime for you? Oh, I'm sorry. But yeah, have a sweet, sweet dream. Have a wonderful sleep and a holiday rest. I'll see you again, Alex. Take it easy. Night, night. Night, night. You're hungry? And is it about time to be hungry? Go get the food. Enjoy the food, Elu. And don't worry, we won't go too fast with these stories. You'll probably get back shortly after we get into it. Let me clear my throat, guys. I'll be just a second. Okay, there we go. Doing bad, sadly? Aw, sorry to hear that. It's pronounced Mizm, or Miz-ism, but you can just call me Miz if you want. Miz-ism. I'll definitely try to keep those two in mind. Thank you so much for letting me know. I will do what I can to do it as close as possible and whatnot. Sleep deprivation for a Fox Femboy, an acceptable price. You guys want me when I'm tired? Mism's going to invade the Earth and Lunacrete? I'm not too sure, but welcome in, Pinky. How are you doing? And thank you for the follow to the channel. Alright, I'll not delay too much longer. We have 2 stories tonight that have been recommended by us by somebody in the community and whatnot. Hopefully the headache goes away quickly, safely, and you're able to relax and whatnot. I don't know if my voice is any good at, like, curing a headache, but I'll try to do what I can to make sure it's relaxing, and hopefully it goes away soon. The first story that we have is The Gift of the Magi by O. Henry. The story was originally published on December 10th, 1905, in the New York Sunday World as Gifts of the Magi. It was subsequently published as The Gift of the Magi in O. Henry's 1906 short story collection, The 4 Million. We created the gift of the mat. Oh, okay, I'm not gonna read that part though. That one's an advertisement. Not in a way that breaks the TOS. Oh wait, what did you say, colors? Lubricate. Oh no. Let's not be like those IRL Twitch stream twerkers and flesh tuber nonsense and whatnot. I'll keep it nice, safe, and cozy and whatnot, you know? If I'm gonna get next to your ears and talk to you and, you know, whisper some sweet nothings and stuff, I don't think lubrication's really gonna do anything for this. That's something for something else. Go lubricate your car, maybe. Go lubricate a vehicle. Okay, we're gonna start. $1.87. That was all. And 60 cents of it was in pennies. Pennies saved 1 and 2 at a time by bulldozing the grocer and the vegetable man and the butcher until one's cheeks burned with the silent imputation of parsimony that such close dealing implied. 3 times Della counted in $1.87, and the next day would be Christmas. Really short person vibes? You get a little bit like that, yeah. I'm not the tallest. I think without my ears, I'm like 148 centimeters, just under 5 feet. I think I'm a little bit over 5 feet with my ears, though, but I don't include them in my actual height. But yeah, I'm a little bit of a short fox. Cheeks burned, silent amputation. I am sorry. Am I hearing what I'm hearing? This is a story from like the early 1900s. Colors, would you know what those terms mean exactly? By cheeks burned, I'm guessing like something to do with the cold, maybe? Not sure, but I think you're right though. Short fox equals a pocket pal. Or maybe a left shoulder, right shoulder buddy, you know? Maybe I can replace the little demon, the little devil on your shoulder. Or perhaps I should replace the angel instead. I don't know if you can trust me to be the angel though. I'm a little bit of a mischievous fox. But hey, I'm an honest fox. I just like to play tricks. I wouldn't lie about that, would I? A demon on one shoulder and a brat on the other? Something like that, yeah? Something like that. Okay, next line. There was clearly nothing left to do but flop down on the shabby little couch and howl. So Delta did it, which instigates the moral reflection that life is made up of sobs, sniffles, and smiles, with sniffles predominating. Thank you for the fall. Not the fall. Thank you for the head pet unstable. Welcome in, my little sausage man. How are you doing today? How's our unstable bottom? How is the community bottom fox doing today? Lily the brat angel. What a brat angel. I'm a perfect little angel, I'll have you know. Thank you very much. I'm not a brat. Who said that? Who said that? Demon fox versus same demon fox, but in a good mood. It would be exactly like that, yep. It would be exactly like that. Let me see. The days when cars weren't a thing. Oh, this is true. This is early automobiles. What was that, like 1920s, 1930s? I forget, honestly. Life is made of saws, sniffles, and snouts, and clearly I'm too drunk. No worries, no worries. Tomorrow's stream, I will probably be getting smashed. Because we're going to be doing a VR chat stream tomorrow. And I will be using my normal volume voices while drinking and stuff. So, if you're looking for more of me, but in a different image, I guess, I don't know, then you'll know where to find me tomorrow night at the exact same time. Thank you for the follow to the channel, Joachim. How are you doing tonight? I'm Lily Moetsuki, the fox on the screen, and tonight we are reading The Gift of the Magi. Next paragraph. While the mistress of the home is gradually subsiding from the first stage to the second, take a look at the home. A furnished flat is $8 a week. It did not exactly beggar description, but it certainly had the word on the lookout for the mercenary squad. This is really old English, isn't it? Wondering if I should save some stuff for tomorrow. I will let you call the shots on that then, Ruby. If you want to hit me while I'm sober, or if you want to hit me hit me up in a different way, you're more than welcome to. I'll be all encompassing, but I will do what I can to give back just as much as I can as well. But don't forget to have a good Christmas yourself as well. Don't forget to save a little bit for you and anybody else you want to spread some cheer to. I really do appreciate it. And if you're going to try to spoil me again, then I'll just have to get ready for it, huh? You're going to catch me by surprise? You're going to catch me by surprise? We'll have to find out. Oh man, you guys support me too much. I love you guys. I love you guys too much. Thank you. Even if you're just like giving me some humor and whatnot. I just appreciate like the attention and stuff like that, honestly. Every little bit means so much to me. Merry Christmas Eve, Astral Cataclysm, welcome in. Welcome back as well, Zaki. Welcome back, Lucky. How are you all doing? You're just in time for another ASMR stream and a bit of story reading as well. Are you sure this is not a modern lewd fanfic? The mercenary squad invites suspicion. You know, in modern day texts, this sounds like a wartime non-con start because, you know, it's talking about a very low amount of money with Christmas coming up. It sounds like somebody's gonna have to make a hustle. But this is the 1900s. I'm pretty sure they're not that degenerate. In today's world, if this was a 2020 story, this would definitely be a different kind of adventure. Thank you for the head pets. Thank you for the head pets, Sucky. Okay, let me get some water and we'll keep going. In the vestibule below was a letterbox into which no litter would go, and an electric button from which no mortal finger could coax a ring. Also, appertaining thereunto was a card bearing the name Mr. James Dillingham Young. Coke was invented in the 1700s. Alcohol is prehistoric, and degeneracy is eternal. I mean, you do have a point. If it wasn't for the cavemen getting it on, we wouldn't be here today. If it wasn't for the booze coming out of God knows where, we wouldn't have some artists and musicians. And if it wasn't for cocaine, we wouldn't have writers coming up with some bizarre stories that shape today's pop culture, fiction, and surrealism. I'm a big fan of surrealism. I know we're talking about art again now, but you know. Thank the world for what it has. But yeah, I just feel like the world got even more degenerate in like the last couple of years. But the world is still very much a degenerate place. It's just, I feel like a lot of history tries to glorify certain events and leaves out all the rest. But hey, humans do what humans do. Give me a second, I'm gonna clear my throat. This new mic stand is really nice, but sometimes it's hard to find the mute button. If you ever hear me clearing my throat, forgive me. That means I missed the button. Okay, now we're gonna get into some bigger paragraphs. I'm gonna start the whisper, just so I can warm that up. The Dillingham had been flung into the breeze during a former period of prosperity, when its processor was being paid $30 a week. Now, when the income was shrunk to $20 a week, the letters of Dillingham looked blurred, as though they were thinking seriously of contracting to a modest and unassuming D. But whenever Mr. James Dillingham Young came home and reached his flat above where he was called Jim, and greatly hugged by Mrs. James Dillingham Young, already introduced to you as Della, which is all very good. The great pillars of civilization: beer, bread, and fire. This is correct. Fire was like one of the first discoveries, inventions by the cavemen. It was fire that set humanity onwards, and at one point even set humanity back. I forgot that story, but there is something like that a long time ago. And horny? Yeah. We're always horny. It's just how high-key or low-key are we? Welcome back, Tichu. How are you doing? Good evening and Merry Christmas or Merry Christmas Eve. Whatever time of the day it happens to be for you, wherever you happen to be in the world, have you a wonderful Christmas and or happy holidays. Thank you for the follow, Walking Skeet. I'm Lily Moetsuki, the fox on the screen, and today we're doing some ASMR. Low, quiet voice, whispers. But first, we're doing a bit of Christmas reading in the same kind of, voice, I guess you could say. But afterwards, we'll do a bit of ad-libbing and fun and whatnot. We'll get nice and cozy and stuff like that. You're always horny, Ruby. No worries. I feel like I'm the same way, half of that. Like, I am always horny, but I hide it extremely well. I don't know what the correct term is for that, but it's like I'm not. Meanwhile, thinking of my favorite fantasy or something like that around the clock. But usually it doesn't stop me from focusing. I'm pretty good about focusing as long as I'm on my ADHD medication. Oh, I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for asking, Tichu. I'm glad to hear you're doing good too. Horny's cute and you're cute. I like how you mix the two right there. But that's perfectly understandable. That is perfectly understandable. Alright, next paragraph. Della finished her cry and attended to her cheeks with a powder rag. Okay, so yeah, it was talking about frostburn on her face. Or not frostburn, but when they get dry and cold and, almost frostbite, but what's it called? Frostburn? Before it's frost burnt or bite. Thank you for the follow to the channel, Masterosity. How are you doing? Merry Christmas Eve. Everybody coming in and whatnot. We're currently reading The Gift of the Magi. Where did I get to? She stood by the window and looked out the dolly at a gray cat walking a gray fence in the gray backyard. Tomorrow would be Christmas Day, and she only had $1.87 with which to buy Jim a present. She had been saving every penny she had, could have saved for months with this result. $20 a week doesn't go far. Expenses had been greater than she had calculated. They always are. Only $1.87 to buy a present for Jim. Her Jim. Many a happy hour she had spent planning for something nice for him. Something fine and rare and sterling. Something just a little bit near to being worthy of the honor of being owned by Jim. There was a beer glass between the windows of the room. Perhaps you have seen a beer glass in an $8 bat. A very thin and very agile person may, by observing his reflection in a rapid sequence of longitudinal strips, obtain a fairly accurate conception of his looks. Della, being slender, had mastered the art. Suddenly, she swirled from the window and stood before the glass. Her eyes were shining brilliantly, but her face had lost all its color within 20 seconds. Rapidly, she pulled down her hair and let it begin to fall to its full length. Now, there were two possessions of the James Dillingham Youngs in which they both took a mighty pride. One was Jim's gold watch that had been his father's and his grandfather's. The other one was Della's hair. Had the Queen of Sheba lived in the flat across the air shaft, Della would have let her hair hang out of the window some day to dry, just to deprecate Her Majesty's jewels and gifts. Had King Solomon been the janitor, with all his trials or all his treasures piled up in a basement, Jim would have pulled out his watch every time he passed, just to see him pluck at his beard with envy. Also, just in case you guys are lost, or I'm getting people confused, here's the link to the script that I am reading right now. It is The Gift of the Magi, but I figured I may as well share the link just in case people wanted to follow along or read along or don't know what exactly that I'm saying. Okay, where are we next? So now, Della's beautiful hair fell about her, rippling and shining like a cascade of brown waters. It reached below her knee and made itself almost a garment for her. And then she did it up again, nervously and quickly. Once she faltered for a minute, and stood still while a tear or two splashed on the worn red carpet. Aww.
Ruby Munchcat just gifted 3 subs.
Thank you, Ruby. Thank you for giving some gift subbies to the community. You precious little kitty, thank you so much. Congratulations to Vegemie, Math, and Rice. Congratulations. Congratulations on the subbies, the lack of ads on the channel, and the wonderful little emotes. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. I'm gonna go and clear my mouth real quickly, and I'll be right back. But yeah, thank you once again, Ruby. Thank you for being wonderful and spoiling me. Merry Christmas. I'll be right back. A little bit of hydration always helps out a lot. You know, one thing I should start considering is not just having tea before and after, but if I made like an extra big thing of tea and just kept it in a thermos for stream, I feel like that would work a lot better. But yeah, we'll see, okay? Alright, let me see, where did we get to? Let's see. Once she faltered for a minute and stood still while a tear or two splashed on the worn red carpet. On went her old brown jacket. On went her old brown hat with a whirl of skirts, and with the brilliant sparkle still in her eyes, she cluttered out of the door and down the stairs to the street. Prehistoric people's cave paintings, mostly hunting, fighting, and horny stuff. Bronze Age era art is mostly hunting, mythical scenes, and horny stuff. Medieval art is mostly war, biblical scenes, and horny stuff. Renaissance era stuff is mostly war, everyday life scenes, and horny stuff. Recent art is whatever it is, but for sure, there's a lot of war and horny in it. Human civilization is weird and horny. Yes, art these days is, yeah. Basically, you could take what we have today in terms of porn and hentai and compare it to all of those. The Renaissance, the cave paintings, all had their own hentai girls. Humans will never change, for better or for worse. But while we're alive, let's enjoy it while we can. In a respectful way, at least, you know? Let's see. Okay, next line. Where she stopped, the sign read, Me Sofrone, hair goods of all kinds. One ate up Delaran and collected herself, panting. Madame, large, too white, chilly, hardly looked the Sofrini. I'll be honest, I'm a little confused on what that meant. Don't hesitate to help translate if you're good at these things and whatnot. Just so everybody's on the same page. I'd also appreciate the assistance, but if you don't, if we don't know what it means, then we'll take a guess at it. By the end of the story, I'm sure we'll figure out what's going on. Jack the Ripper anime girl. She's a good one. She's a good one. She's a really good one. But it's so, like, interesting to see a version of Jack the Ripper in the modern age look like fake grand orders. Welcome in, Nasho. How's the fox doing? Welcome in. You're just in time for some ASMR special Christmas stuff. We're doing a bit of reading, and then we'll get into some ad-libbing for the night and other sorts of comfy time and whatnot. May you have a wonderful Christmas, Christmas Eve, and whatever time it happens to be over there. Otherwise, have a happy holiday wherever you are. On to the next one. Will you buy my hair? Asked Della. I buy hair, said Madame. Take your hat off and let's have a sight at the looks of it. Down rippled the brown cascade. $20, said Madame, lifting the mass with a practiced hand. Give it to me quick, said Della. Oh, and the next 2 hours, tripped on by rosy wings. Forget the hashed metaphor. She was ransacking the stores for Jim's present. She found it at last. It surely had been made for Jim and no one else. There was no other like it in any of the stores. And she had turned all of them inside out. It was a platinum fob chain, simple and chaste in design, properly proclaiming its value by substance alone and not by Hold on, I suck. And you know what I mean. Give me a second.
Meretricious.
Thank you. And not by meretricious ornamentation, as all good things should do. It was even worthy of the watch. As soon as she saw it, she knew that it must be Jim's. It was just like him. Quietness and value. The description applied to both. $21 they took for her for it, and she hurried home with the 78 cents. With that chain on his watch, Jim might be properly anxious by the time it got any company. Grand as the watch was, he sometimes looked at it on the sly, on account of the old leather strap that he used in place of a chain. The Harley looked like the Sophrony. I think it's like if you met someone and hear their name and say like, oh, you don't look like a Bill. I'm guessing that's because of the hat that she wore. She was trying to hide her hair basically with her hairstyle under it. And then she dropped it down. She was like, I'll give you $20. Yep. Listening to Lily while finishing the Star Relevant in One Day is the Best. Aw. I'm glad you like listening in. I do mean it. It's nice. It's nice if you find use or comfort in it and whatnot. And I'll definitely try to do this more often. Definitely gonna keep it at once a week for now. But I feel like next year, I don't know when, but I will start to do this twice a week. I just haven't figured out what days, what themes, or anything like that. Oh God, Colors, I see what you did there, you naughty little fluff. You naughty, naughty little fluff. Anyways, back to the story. Sorry about the ad, guys. I didn't even know what was going on. Where did we get to? I always lose my place. Oh, I see it now. When Della reached home, her intoxication gave away a little to prudence and reason. She got out of her curling irons and lighted the gas and went to work repairing the ravages made by generosity added to love, which was always a tremendous task, dear friends. A mammoth task. Within 40 minutes, her head was covered with tiny, close-lying curls that made her look wonderfully like a tyrant schoolboy. She looked at her reflection in the mirror long, carefully, and critically. Imagine humanity in 300 years, trying to survive on Mars because Earth is completely ruined, and trying to understand ancient VTuber ear-sized debates. Oh, that'll be an interesting debate. It's like, why is this one so small? Small look the best. Like, no, big's the best. It's like, for me, I like them in all sizes. But honestly, I'd be lying if I didn't say that I preferred the big ones. Mine are kind of big, just like my tail, you know? I like the big floof. I like the big fluff, the extra fluffy. Because I have all that fluff to keep you warm, to keep you safe, and to tease you until time ends. Truant means like a delinquent. I was close. I related that word to tyrant, so I was thinking of like, tyrant is a bit different in technical terms, but both are like rowdy, I guess, in a way. But yeah, thank you for the clarification. That makes a bit more sense. She looked at her reflection in the mirror. Oh, I read that, I'm sorry. If Jim doesn't kill me, she said to herself, before he takes a second look at me, he'll say that I look like Coney Island chorus girl. But what could I do? Oh, what could I do with $1.87? At 7 o'clock, the coffee was made and the frying pan was on the back of the stove, hot and ready to cook the chops. Jim was never late. Della doubled the fob chain in her hand and sat on the corner of the table near the door that he always entered. Then she heard his step on the stair, away down on the first flight. She turned white for just a moment. She had a habit of saying little silent prayers about the simplest everyday things. And now she whispered, please, God, make him think I still look pretty. The door opened, and Jim stepped in and closed it. He looked thin and very serious. Poor fellow. He was only 22, and to be burdened with a family, he needed a new overcoat, and he was without gloves. Jim stepped inside the door, as immovable as a shutter, at the scent of quail. His eyes were fixed upon Della, and there was an expression in them that she could not read, and it terrified her. It was not anger, nor surprise, nor disapproval, nor horror, nor any of the sentiments that she had been prepared for. He simply stared at her, fixedly, with that peculiar expression on his face. Thank you for the hydration, show. Let me go ahead and get that for you. Mars would be poggers. We just have to make sure humanity gets it right on the first time, right? That might be kind of hard to do, but you never know. You never know. You never know. You never know. Okay, on to the next one. Della wriggled off the table and went for him. Jim, darling, she cried. Don't look at me that way. I had my hair cut off, and I sold it because I couldn't have lived through Christmas without giving you a present. It'll grow out again. You won't mind, will you? I had to do it. My hair grows awfully fast. Say, Merry Christmas, Jim. Let's be happy. You don't know what a beautiful, nice gift I got for you. You've cut off your hair? Asked Jim, laboriously, as if he had not arrived at that patent fact yet, even after the hardest mental labor. Cut it off and sold it, said Della. Don't you like me just as well anyhow? I'm me without my hair, ain't I? Jim looked about the room curiously. You say your hair is gone, he said, with an almost air of idiocy. You needn't look for it, said Della. It's sold. I tell you, sold and gone, too. It's Christmas Eve, boy. Be good to me. Her it went for you. Maybe the hairs of my head were numbered. She went on with a sudden serious sweetness. But nobody could ever count my love for you. Shall I put on the chops, Jim? Out of his trance, Jim seemed quickly to wake. He enfolded his Della. For 10 seconds, let us regard with discreet scrutiny some inconsequential object in the other direction. $8 a week, or $1 million a year. What's the difference? A mathematician or wit would give you the wrong answer. The Magi brought valuable gifts, but that was not among them. This dark assertion will be illuminated later on. Jim drew a package from his overcoat pocket and threw it upon the table. Welcome in, Coach. How are you doing? Merry Christmas Eve, happy holidays. Wherever it happens to be for you right now, welcome in and good evening. How are you doing? How are you doing tonight? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. We're doing a little bit of a Christmas reading, the gift of the Magi. We got a short one after this too, and then we'll start some Foxy Christmas ad-libbing and whatnot. So hang tight for that, okay? You're probably gonna fall asleep, not gonna lie. No worries, did you? I know my voice and a dry script are probably like the worst or the best remedy for sleep. But you know what? That isn't necessarily a bad thing. But I do want to give back to the community, and they asked me to do this, so we're going to enjoy it while we can. And then after we get done with the stories, I'll still be using my soft voice. I'll still be using my whispers and whatnot. but I might be a little more teasing. I might be a little bit more foxy and stuff, you know? I might start talking in the way that really brings the boys to the yard. But yeah, we have to do this first, you know? I have to do what I can for the community first, and then we can get to the fun stuff. I enjoy both. Don't get me wrong. But I want to give something back to everyone. I don't want to miss any single fluff out there this Christmas. All you good fluffs and all you naughty fluffs deserve something. But yeah, I promise I'll do normal stuff after this. Well, I say normal stuff, but it's more like a special kind of gift. Let's see, where did I get to? Don't make any mistake, Del, he said. About me. I don't think there's anything in the way of a haircut, or a shave, or shampoo that could make me like my girl any less. But if you'll unwrap that package, you may see why you had me going for a while at first. White fingers and nimble tore at the string and paper, and then an ecstatic scream of joy, and then, alas, a quick feminine change to hysterical tears and wails, necessitating the immediate employment of all the comforting powers of the Lord of the Flat. For there lay in the combs, the set of combs, side and back, that Della had worshipped very long in a Broadway window. Beautiful combs, pure turquoise shell with jeweled rims, just the shade to wear in the beautiful vanished hair. They were expensive combs, she knew, and her heart had simply carved and yearned over them without the least hope of possession. And now they were hers. But the tresses that should have adorned the coveted adornments were gone. But she hugged them to her bosom, at a length where she was able to look up with dim eyes, and a smile that says, "My hair grows fast, Jim." And then Della leaped up like a little singed cat and cried, "Oh, oh." Jim had not seen his beautiful present. She held it out to him, eagerly upon her open palm. The dull, precious metal seemed to have flashed with a reflection of her bright and ardent spirit. "Isn't it a dandy, Jim? I hunted all over town to find it. You'll have to look at the time 100 times a day now. Give me your watch. I want to see how it looks on it." Instead of obeying, Jim tumbled down on the couch and put his hands under the back of his head and smiled. "Dell," he said, "let's put our Christmas presents away and keep them a while. They're too nice to just use as a present. I sold the watch to get the money to buy your combs, and now I suppose that you'll put the chops on. The Magi, as you know, were wise men, wonderfully wise men who brought gifts to the babe in the manger. They invented the art of giving Christmas presents. Being wise, their gifts were no doubt wise ones, possibly bearing the privilege of exchange in case of duplication. And here I have lamely related to you the uneventful chronicle of two foolish children in a flat who most unwisely sacrificed for each other over their greatest treasures of their house. But in the last word to the wise of these days, let it be that all of those who give gifts to those two were the wisest. Of all those who give and receive gifts, such as they are wisest. Everywhere they are wisest, they are the Magi. So, a quick TLDR. Woman and man really want to get the gift that the other has been dreaming of or wanting for some time. They both sacrifice something they cherish the most. The woman sacrificing her hair to buy a chain for the man's watch. The man sacrificing his watch for the combs that would fit on his wife's hair. This is an interesting story as to what the message is. It's probably up to the reader's interpretation. Alright, let's take a bit of a break. Thank you for that suggestion and whatnot, and thank you for listening in. Hopefully everybody's not like dead and asleep at this point, but yeah. Let's take maybe just a little bit of a break. Let me play with your ears for like another 10 minutes or something and whatnot, and then we'll read the next one. But I think on the next one, I'll take a quick break from the ASMRness of my voice and whatnot, and I will go into my podcaster voice. And we'll do the reading as a normal reading instead of an ASMR reading and whatnot. That combination might have been too tranquilizing to those listening in and then like going to sleep as a result. But hey, it was a nice attempt. It was a nice little experiment. Thank you for the head pats on the show. Thank you for the head pats. But yeah, what did you guys think? What did you guys think? Interesting story. Pretty, like, a bittersweet ending, if you will. They'll have to hold on to the gifts a little while longer before they can use it. But hey, they have the best gifts they could ask for. They have each other. And both of them are willing to make sacrifices to make the other as happy as possible. At the end of the day, it's not about the gifts. And to an extent, it's not so much about the sacrifice. What it is about their endeavors and efforts to do whatever they could to make their other significant other happy. It's such a sweet story. It's just, the coincidence was like very unfortunate, but it was so bittersweet. It was nice, it was cute. I didn't recognize the story until right towards the end after she talked about cutting her hair. It's just, I don't remember what these stories are a lot until I basically nearly finished them again. It's at that point that I start to remember them again. But yeah, that was a good one. I'll try to remember the name of this one, just so I recognize it next time. Also, I missed the question earlier, the answer Unstable's question. Don't worry. I played with the distortion effects before. They removed that literally 24 hours later because some VTubers like to have NSFW stuff on their model. And when they use the distortion effects, their naughty bits start to fly around. I don't have that, so I would have been able to use that perfectly fine for a bit of a joke. But apparently, some people were on Twitch and they happened to hit the button And that caused all sorts of chaos. So within 24 hours, they got rid of that addition to VTube Studio. So we won't be chopping up her body into little bits for everybody to watch. It was a funny little thing. I think I sent like a screenshot on my Discord and whatnot. Getting me just a little bit of water. I'm gonna clear my throat. I'll be right back. You going for my left there? What are you talking about? What you going for my fluff for? What's the left there got that the right here doesn't got? You want the roof, don't you? I gotta say, the ears and the tail would be extremely valuable, but the most valuable part of me is probably gonna be the flower. Nobody's gonna get hands on that one. Unless you ask nicely, maybe I'll let you touch it and whatnot. You know? Maybe I'll let you play with it for just a little bit. You know? But yeah, it's not chopped me into pieces. I don't taste all that good. But I can probably cook something better. But hey, you know, won't chop me up, but hey, forgive me if I take a little bit of a nibble myself of everyone else, you know? Just out of like curiosity and whatnot, you could suffice just a little bit of a taste, right? I promise that's why I'm not gonna close the ears and whatnot tonight. I'm not planning to take a bite out of you just because I'm hungry or anything like that, right? But yeah. So you'll have to get right close and warm on, huh? Whether you got yourself a little bit of a blanket, whether you've got any sort of heated jacket, or whatever it is that you like to wrap yourself into, we'll get extremely cozy and maybe just a little bit teasing and stuff like that here shortly. We have one more reading coming up. It's a bit shorter. But after that, I'll figure out what I can do, alright? I'll have to crank my creativity because I don't have any scripts like prepped and whatnot. That was originally my plan, but it's just, you know, you get busy and sometimes it's hard to keep up with things like that. But hey, I'll do what I can. Let my creativity run free. Thank you for the head pats, Ruby. Thank you for the head pats, Kitty. Let me clear my throat one more time. Yeah, the weather's been a little bit weird lately. Like, it was almost 70 degrees today or something like that. It kind of caught me off guard and whatnot. I'm starting to... I might need to take a look at my mic real quickly. Because I was like... just making sure the filter was close enough to it. Because I feel like sometimes it's like not picking up the low frequencies. And I might want to make sure... I guess if I get rid of clip guard, usually I leave that on and I just make sure enhanced low cut filter isn't on. But okay, yeah, I think that's the one that I was looking for and whatnot. That way it doesn't cut it out completely and stuff. Okay, let me tilt the filter one more time and I think I'll be good to go. But yes, thank you for that, Pets Ruby. Thank you. And to those coming in and those that have been here a while, or those that didn't happen to hear, Merry Christmas, and Merry Christmas Eve, and Happy Holidays. May you find warmth, comfiness, and fluffy Femboy foxes or something, I guess, this holiday season. Thank you for the hydrate, Carrie. Thank you so much for the water. Let me get that for you. so much. Thank you for the hydrate. When the air gets dry or the allergies drive me wild, the hydration helps. It helps a lot to stay nice and ready to go. Alright, before we start to play a little bit, I won't reach for the ChatGPT thing too early unless I just can't think of anything. Let's go ahead and what is it? Let's pull up the next script. So let me change my microphone just a little bit. I'll go into podcast mode, and then we'll do a short story, and that'll be the last actual story, and the rest will be all ASMR themed. All ASMR themes and stuff. Probably gonna be a lot of whispers and whatnot. I felt like with my allergies being a bit weird today, maybe I crank up some of the post-processing and whatnot, and we go full on with the whispers and whatnot. How about that? Alright, give me 1 second. I'm gonna change my microphone settings. Testing. Okay, I'm gonna try to get back into normal volume before we get into the next thing, alright? Man, sometimes my throat feels just a little bit weird coming out of a whisper session or an ASMR session, so this might be a good little a breather, if you will. Something for my throat to light up just a bit. But yeah. The next story is going to be one by Clement Clark Moore. It is a visit from St. Nicholas. And I'm pretty sure you'll recognize this one within the first line. It is the OG, it is the classic Christmas story. So you better be good, you better be nice, not naughty, and daring to cross me twice. Grab yourself a blanket, grab yourself a hot cup of cocoa. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and we're going to get ready to go. Here we go. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring. There's a fucking ad break. Oh my god, Twitch. Are you so... Oh, fuck you, Twitch. Guys, I'm gonna go pee. Tell my chat and the people who have ads right now that I'm going to go pee. Tell them to fuck Twitch. I mean, don't type that... Don't type that, but you know what I mean. Tell them I'll be back. That was a dick move from Twitch. Let me tell you. Yep, we just started and I saw the ad break. Just I need to go pee. So it's just well, go ahead and do that. Come back and then we'll just restart it. Sorry about that, guys. And thank you for the welcome backs. I'm not sure how it whatchamacallit. Sometimes some people don't get ads. Twitch, I guess, does the timing parade or something via algorithm for everybody is an individual. I don't know how it works, but hey, If you didn't have to worry about it, then don't worry. You got to stare at me instead. You know? That's not bad. That's not too bad, right? Okay, here we go. Let's start this again, shall we? This is A Visit from St. Nicholas by Clement Clark Moore. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plum danced in their heads. And hold on, guys, I got distracted, but I have to say hello to my little bean. Welcome in, Erin. You're just in time. We've switched a little bit out of ASMR mode for just a second to do a short little reading for the Christmas story, and then we'll be back in ASMR afterwards with some ad-lib and stuff like that. No worries, it's just, you know me. For me, that ADHD is like, the sooner I see the shiny, there's something that I want to do, motivation to, I don't know how it works, but you know how my brain works. I had to welcome you in. So, yeah. Don't worry. Here we go again. And Mama in her handkerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap, when out on the lawn there arose such a clatter. I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes did appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with an old with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment he must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, all. As leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the roof, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys and Saint Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed in all fur, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples how merry, his cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up in a bow, like the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving up a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew, like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. I'm recalling the wording in very sporadic moments. Just here and there, yeah. I could never remember this one like one-to-one by heart. I only like remember the first line and the last line at like bare minimum and whatnot. So that was good to like actually read it like myself for the first time and like out loud at that, because I never read it all the way through. But you've seen movies where they either shorten it or even they like do the full thing, but they're like always doing something else, or like Santa's always doing something else during the reading. So like, you know, who can remember the full thing in the first go? It'd be really difficult, wouldn't it? But yeah. Okay, guys, we're going to change it around just a little bit. I'm going to pull on chat over here this way, just a little bit. I'm going to move this window over here. I'm going to move this one right here. And then we're going to go change our microphone settings back over to ASMR time. And then we'll start ad-libbing a little bit. When I was little, I had a book where my uncle and aunt read it, so it's kind of engraved into your mind. Oh, an audiobook. I haven't listened to like an audiobook in a really long time, but I used to like listen to some motivational stuff in the past. Now, some of it I don't remember too much, however, I still remember a couple of things. I think like my favorite one was always like, you will fail your way to success, you will fall forward. And like, it's just, it was interesting. Like it put the phrase of failure being more important, like the actual success, like into perspective and whatnot, because success isn't generated in a vacuum. And you actually don't learn as much from a success as you do a failure. So little things like that. I used to listen to audiobooks all the time. And then I went into like some other ones like more in depth. Like I forget his name, I think it was Matthews and whatnot. He did a book called 10,000 Hours. I think the title of that book was Outliers. And I think it was like a book that like tried to, from a very technical perspective, explain skillship, talent, and the actual grind behind a individual skill. It was interesting. It was a very interesting read. Let me get me some more water. Thank you for the head pats, Wizard. Thank you for the head pats. And I'll figure out what I can do for you guys. No, I didn't get to say anything just yet, but welcome in, Aaron. Welcome in, my little bean. How are you doing tonight? What have you been up to? How was the Christmas Eve plans and whatnot? Did you get to see the family at all? Did you get to have any presents? Any festivities? Dinner? Caroling? Anything like that? What have you been up to, or what are your plans for the next day, 2, 3, or whatever it happens to be? Either way, welcome on it. Oh, you mean in regards to what I was talking about? I'd have to look it up again, but it was, I knew the book title was called The Outliers or something. I can look it up again. If I just type in 10,000 outliers, then it's called Outliers, The Story of Success. Book written by Malcolm Gladwell. Okay, so not Matthews, Malcolm. The name started with an M, so I was close. But okay. Okay. Bear with me one moment. I'm gonna go to the BRB screen. I'm gonna do a couple of changes to YouTube Studio. And then I'll be right back. And then we'll get extra cozy, extra comfy, and we'll just go from there, yeah? Now I might have to change like the mounting where my mic's positioned a little bit later. Cause like I checked my my camera to make sure my tracking was gonna be okay, but for some reason it doesn't like to track like the left side of my mouth. So I'm guessing VTube Studio webcam needs a little bit more leeway. But yeah, let me increase some of the settings and whatnot, and we'll get extra cozy and extra comfy as I whisper into your ears and stuff like that tonight. Let's see. Alright, now I just gotta wait for that menu to go away. Alright, let me bring it on back. Right, no, wrong menu. You didn't see that. You didn't see anything. Okay. My little thoughts. What do you want to talk about tonight? Or do we want to start with? Do we want to start out in the town? Do we want to start in the house? Do we want to go camping? Do we want to take a trip somewhere? Maybe to a hotel? Maybe out back? Maybe somewhere silly? Where would you like us to start tonight? Or you just want me to go like whatever comes to mind first? Thank you for the welcome back, Wizard. Where do you want to go? Okay, how about this then? Super adorable, what do you mean? What are you talking about? I might not be that much, I don't know. Maybe I am. That's definitely for you guys to tell me, though. No, I'll believe it, though. I'll definitely believe it as long as you tell me that. So, let's see. Where should we start? Where should I take you for tonight and whatnot? Okay, how about this? If y'all gonna play a little hard to get, then I'll try to go for something a little bit more forceful, I guess you could say, maybe. Welcome in, Duschara. How are you doing tonight? Welcome in. We're just about to get started with the ad-libbing portion of tonight's ASMR special. A Christmas-themed soft voice and a whisper session for those looking to wind down for the holidays, for those looking to relax, rest, or just be at ease during their long work hours on the side. You're ballin'? Nice. Merry Christmas and Merry Christmas Eve. Happy holidays as well to you. And welcome on in. Alright. Then I'm just gonna nibble on your ears a little bit. I'm gonna have to wake you up just a bit. Y'all gonna be a little bit of a treat you like the little fluffs of my own. So, you don't want to go outside, do you? I mean, I can't really blame you. Got all the snow going around. It's like 30 degrees wherever we happen to be and whatnot. And it's getting kind of late right now. I can't really blame you for wanting to stay under the covers. I wouldn't want to get out of bed myself and whatnot, you know. You're kind of hogging my tail all to your own, but I can't really blame you for that. It's big and it's soft and I guarantee it's full of warmth. But I would like to stretch my feet just a little bit. So how about you let go of my tail for just a bit? Let's go make some coffee or something. Maybe I can go make the coffee and you can just stay in bed all you want. You're gonna be a lazy little fluff of mine today, aren't you? You just want me to be absolutely the one to spoil you instead. I mean, you get so greedy sometimes. You ask me to get into bed early. You ask me to sleep in. You grab onto my tail when we get real close and whatnot. And I just can't help but give you some whispers, some head pats, and some hugs from the back. But hey, that coffee's not gonna make itself, you know? Alright, little fluff. Put down the towel and nobody gets hurt. I'm being serious. On the count of 3, if you don't let go, I am going to bite you in the nose. No, I'm being serious. Here. I'll press my teeth against your nose to show you I'm serious. You didn't like that, did you? I made sure to use the fang. But if you want me to really sink my teeth in, then just keep grabbing that tail. Okay. 3, 2, 1. What? You let go just a little. You go. Yeah. Nope. You're not getting back. You're not getting it back. You didn't want me to go down all the way, did you? Good. Because I wouldn't have held back. No, I'd rather not end up with a little bit of blood in my tooth or anything like that. But hey, I feel like this is gonna work out for the best. Hey, okay. Hey, give me a few minutes. Come get this coffee. Well, no, you can. You know what? Just stay right here. I'll go kick on Mr. Coffee. I won't even have to stand there. I'll come back. Okay? Don't cry. I'll be right back with the towel. See? I didn't take long. Obviously, I don't have the coffee right now. But I made sure to put everything in advance. All I had to go and do was press the button. You made this take a lot longer than it could have. But that's okay. Because I knew you were going to do that. I knew you were going to do that before you even grabbed it last night. I set that up in advance so I can get right back to you without waiting any longer. Because I know how much you like that towel. Don't worry. I keep it nice and soft just for you. Now don't pull too hard. I was just gone for like 1 minute. Jesus Christ. Don't pull. Yeah, like that. Just grab it nice and soft. See, it's still nice and warm. What did you think it was going to do? Get cold after I left? Ah, God, you're such a spoiled little fluff. I swear. That's okay. Come here. I'm gonna lay down right next to you, too. My coffee's not gonna take too long, but you're not the only one that gets cold this time of night. Yes, I'm gonna pull the covers over here too. Don't be such a greedy little jerk. You're so fucking cute, I swear. Yes, we're sharing the blanket. You have my towel. What do you mean you can't share it? No. I'll bite you in the neck. Thank you. Sometimes I can't tell whether you actually want me to bite you or not. Maybe I guess it depends on where, huh? Where would you want me to bite you? You're probably not gonna tell me, huh? You wouldn't tell me if I asked you. Meaning I might have to find it myself. Maybe I can go for the neck. No, you didn't like that too much. You instantly gave in. Well then, I know where to go then. How about I go for the ear? What's up with the neck biting? Foxes aren't vampires. No, they're not, but they do like to bite. They like to play, they like to tease. They like to mark their property in a different way. You know? It's a sign of affection. It's a sign of tasting and... I guess for me it's a bit of a random quirk, I guess. You zoned out, you're lost. No worries. Welcome back, Tichu. We finished up with our story time, and we ended the second one with the "Twas the Night Before Christmas" story. And now I'm kind of starting to ad-lib a little bit. I don't know exactly where I'm going with this, but I wanted to try just staying completely original for now and get some experience with it. See what I like to do, what I don't like to do, what sounded good, what didn't sound good. And then I might pull up ChatGPT in a little while, and then we'll do some fresh prompts to get just some more experience, more of a vocabulary, a style. Because, I'm not too good at this. But to be fair, this is only our third or fourth time doing ASMR with a serious intention of doing ASMR. So hey, I feel like the best way to learn it is a little bit of brute force, experience, and then afterwards, I can review and then go from there. I know how canines mark their property. Kinda, huh? Yeah, foxes are no exception. We are part of the Vulpine family, which is under the canine umbrella. Don't worry, I'm not going to treat you like a kitty cat. I don't want the bed to stink. But hey, I don't disrespect them. They can do what they want. That's perfectly fine. It's just, this is my bed. And we ain't doing any of that. So, get over here and let me nibble on that ear of yours. I said I'd be soft, didn't I? Oh, I didn't say I'd be soft? Well, you think I was really gonna bite all the way through? I'm not gonna hurt you. Welcome in, Nonani. How are you doing? And thank you for hanging out with us in the VR chat last night. You have had a wonderful time and stuff. We are doing an ASMR Christmas Eve special tonight. We started off with a bit of story time, and Now we're just getting into like the low, soft voice and the whispers as well. So, welcome in. Merry Christmas Eve, Merry Christmas, and Happy Holidays. Whatever time it happens to be for you over there. I wish you a festive time and a comfy time as well. Okay, let's get back to the bed, my little fluff. Let's get back to the bed. Now, I'm sure the coffee's done by now, so how about you be a little good fluff and go get the coffee for us both? We can stay on the bed, we can stay next to the covers and everything. Don't worry, I left the cups right next to the machine. What do you mean you don't know how to pour the fucking coffee? It's a Mr. fucking... I swear you're so adorable. You just want me to go and pour the coffee first, don't you? You want me to do everything for you tonight. Well, I guess I can make a bit of an exception. You've been so good this year. You've been really kind in everything. Maybe that's why you're acting out tonight. Maybe that's why you're being such a needy little brat. You should know how to pour a cup of coffee, you fucking fluff. But that's okay. We all need attention sometime, and it seems like you want it tonight. So Merry Christmas. You're gonna get the full treatment tonight then. Verbal abuse. This is just me like acting out my own personality and just sort of, I guess, imagination. I don't know if this is necessarily like a fantasy I would go with. It's just kind of, I'm going with the random setting in my brain, I guess you could say. So, it's one big random setting. Oh, that is a big raid, holy shit. Welcome in, E-Core Song. Let me give you a shout out and stuff real quickly and whatnot. I can't spell. Let me try that again. But yes, welcome in everyone. How was the stream, E-Core Song? What were you up to and stuff like that? Oh, you're doing ASMR as well. Thank you for the raid. And welcome in, everybody. Thank you for the follows, Lupus and Crimson. Let me see. Is there really an ad going on, or is that Twitch saying something? Hold on. Let me make sure I'm not getting an ad right now. Twitch, don't. Oh no, it actually did an ad. What the hell, Twitch? Guys, I hope some of you won't be able to see ads or anything like that. Twitch is supposed to have a way to prevent ads going through when somebody does a raid. But that caught me by surprise. But anyways. Welcome on in. Hello, I can't hear it. Oh, you did get hit by the ad. I'm so sorry for the ad. Twitch. Thank you for the headphones. Really unfortunate timing on that. Twitch, does that sometimes. I think that was coincidental, but yeah. Crimson Vampire Princess. Oh, are you a vampire princess by any chance? Go ahead and introduce yourself just a little bit, because I see we're doing some ASMR just before the raid and whatnot. If you happen to hear me out there, Corso, what type of ASMR did you happen to do and whatnot? Whispers, sound effects, anything like that? Or anybody else coming in from the raid and whatnot? What type of ASMR did happen to be? Thank you for the stretchies and the hydrates. Let me go and do that. Thank you for the headpants, Mythos. We're just doing some self-speaking to wind down for the night. Oh, Okay, if you do soft speaking and whatnot, I'd love to check that out sometime. It's like, I guess, one of my favorite genres. Certain sounds I'm not too big on, but I really like this genre where people just do it all with the voice and whatnot. So like anything like whispers or just really, really gentle and just kind of soft and stuff like that. It's really nice to listen to and whatnot. But yeah, happy holidays, Merry Christmas Eve, and whatever time it happens to be for you over there. Thank you so much once again. If you need some rest, if you need some food, anything like that, don't worry. Go ahead and make sure you take care of it and stuff like that. You're more than welcome to chat with us. You're more than welcome to lurk. Anything you want to do and stuff like that. We're mostly just doing an ASMR session for the holidays. Like sometimes we do them on Sundays. It's usually a Sunday thing. But yeah, gonna go take some rest. But I hope you all want the rest of your stream. I appreciate it. Have a great night. Thank you for the raid once again, and Merry Christmas. To everybody else coming in from the Wonderful Princess's stream and whatnot, my name is Lily Moetsuki. I'm the fox on the screen, as I like to say and stuff like that. Tonight, we're doing some ASMR Christmas special. A lot of Sundays you'll see us doing soft voices and whispers. Sometimes we act out a little bit. Sometimes we read a script, or sometimes we read a story. But whatever we're doing, we do like to keep it soft and cozy and whatnot. Sometimes I get a little bit teasing. Sometimes I might get like, somebody said abusive earlier, and I'm just like, no, I'm not abusive. I can just be a bit mean in a very loving way sometimes. There's a difference. But hey, I was just being silly and being random. I'm not the most experienced at ASMR stuff, but this is a good way to get a bit of practice. Good way to get I guess like ideas for like what I want to do and stuff like that. Not abusive, just overflows. Something like that, yeah? Something like that. So, if you're looking for more ASMR stuff, we do these on Sundays. If you're looking for me in general during our podcast voice hours and whatnot, we play a lot of RPGs, we play a lot of indie games. And we usually do them during the week. However, starting tomorrow night, I'll be bringing back VR chat content for Christmas. Eventually, we'll bring it back more often, but I will bring it back tomorrow night as a rare treat. So if you're into some VR shenanigans and a look at what we've been doing with our model lately, then stop on by on Christmas, because I have a gift for you. Okay, back to the story. Let's get back to the story, shall we? Oh my god, I've not seen that bit symbol before on this channel. It's crazy.
Lord Mythos _cheered Dex 1000.
Welcome in, Mythos. Thank you so much for the 10 times 10 times 10. Thank you for the 1000 biddies, Mythos. Yeah, we're in a cafe bar. The snow is getting in here somehow, but hey, who needs a roof anyway, right? But yeah, don't worry, I'll get you something. What do you want? What can I get you for Christmas, Mythos? Thank you for stopping on in, and thank you so much for the biddies. I appreciate it. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Thank you for the follow to the channel, Tatsuya Yuki. And welcome in. Oh no, my text font is turned yellow. What does that mean? Aw, Erin! Thank you so much, little bean. You and Elu and Druby and like Mythos, everybody, you're all spoiling me so hard. I'm the one that's trying to spoil you guys. I'm the one that's trying to whisper some sweet nothings into your ears, and you guys are already trying to spoil me back. What would I do without you, little flops? What would I do without each and every one of you? Mythos, thank you
Lord Mythos underscore cheered Dex 300.
You guys gonna leave my mouth running dry and gasping for air before I get through all these, aren't ya? Now who's being a tease? Now who's being a tease? You guys are being the tease now. I'm gonna have to tease back, you know? I'm a fox. I get a little bit feisty, competitive when it comes to asserting my something. I don't know the word for it. But yeah. Congratulations to DQ, Minty, Wisp, Wolfax, Nani, and Old Wolfwood. Aaron, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs to the channel. Thank you for the 5 gift subbies. Thank you so much, my dear. Mythos, thank you for another 300 bits. Thank you for another set of biddies to the... Oh my god. Oh my god, it's the Polar Express, guys. We're on a train. We're on the Christmas train. Who needs reindeers? We got the Polar Express. Also, give me a second. I really need water because my mouth is so dry. You guys keep making me like gasp for air before I can go get the water, just like one thing after another. You guys are giving me competition tonight, aren't you? You're really making me work for it, aren't you? You just want me to get down and give you a big hug, a big warm hug, and a thank you. Ruby, thank you so much for kicking off that train with another set of gift subbies to the channel. Thank you for the 7 gift subbies. 95? Oh my god, you almost broke into 3 digits. That's some serious stuff right there. Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you for everything so far. Supporting the stream, supporting the channel, and just keeping me, from getting, what's the word? Thank you. I can't think of the word. My brain's starting to fry. You guys are short-circuiting me already. Anyways, thank you, what's the word? Congratulations, Drew Dan, Leshy, Prince Yuku, Iris, Jovi, Lago Lunatic, and TTBB on receiving the gift subbies. Congrats and thank you, Ruby. If any of you are out there, remember to give them a thank you. Remember to give both her, Aaron, and anybody else that's given some gift subbies out to the channel and whatnot a big thank you for that. Enjoy the emotes and the lack of ads on the channel. And then we'll get right back on into this. Y'all are gonna have to ride the train with me for just a little bit longer. You all put fuel into the engine. Now the engine is on. We're gonna have to cool it down together. But while we're on the train, how about that coffee? You didn't think I'd forget about it, did it? You didn't think I'd forget about you, did it? Oh, where were we again? What? We were doing something. Hold on, I need water. Okay, I'm ready to go again. You guys have managed to short circuit my brain and dry out my mouth because I needed water in a short amount of time. So it's I'm not giving up just yet. My HP's not at 0 just yet. You're gonna have to work a little bit harder for that. So in return, let's get back to let's get back to whatever situation we were working on just a bit ago. You've heard there's some kind of cute fox on the train? Well, you're looking at the conductor. Now, I might not be the one putting the fuel in the engine, but I can definitely guide us to wherever we're going next. I'm gonna clear my throat. Give me a second, guys. Alright, there we go. So, where do we leave off? Alright. You really wanted me to get back to spoiling you, didn't I? Don't worry. No, I didn't forget. I didn't forget at and stay in bed. No. No. Are we really gonna do this again? Are you really gonna make me do this again? Let go of my tail. Eh? I missed the name on that, but I saw the throne thing. Let me go to throne so I can get the recipient. That way I can give thanks. Will it tell me? Or is that an anon? Emails not updating. Okay, so it was an anonymous one. That's why there wasn't a name. Alright, thank you so much for the contribution to the ASMR microphone. That'll be a really exciting one the day we get to get one of those and whatnot. Oh, trust me, guys. Trust me. Before, I didn't know if we'd actually be able to use it all that well. And like, the more we do these ASMR streams and whatnot, the more my personality starts to develop and stuff like that. Oh, trust me. I'm gonna have a field day the day that we get that microphone. I will, don't worry. I will be extra gentle with the ears. It's more like the way that I'll grace the ears and whatnot might be a bit foxy and whatnot. But don't worry, I'll take good care of your ears. I didn't know how to connect my account there. Oh, it's you. Thank you so much, T2. No worries. The account linking and stuff, the process can be a little bit weird. And sometimes Throne like magically logs you out. So the site's a little finicky sometimes, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much for contributing to it. I see the train has met its stop for the night. Thank you guys on the level 4 hype train. Thank you for the gifts of these, the biddies, and everything else. Enjoy the emotes. Whatever ones you happen to get out there, be sure to use them if you want to and whatnot. Now this is it looks like an orange with green GG eyes. It's a funky little one, but yeah. Hopefully y'all got something interesting and whatnot. It'll be fun for sure. I bet Aaron's looking forward to that one the most. I bet you've been dreaming of it, haven't you, little bean? Thank you for the headpats, wizard. Thank you for the headpats. Now let me get just a little bit more water. Let me get my throat rehydrated and stuff like that again, and we'll get started. Alright, now that you're all finding a way to magically spoil me from within inside the story, or however that's gonna work, I'm gonna go back to try the spoiling you instead. If we can keep it going like that, we'll have to find out. But either way, it's time to let go of my tail. You didn't think I forgot, did you? Oh, I see what you're doing. This is the third time you've pulled my attention away. Is that why you're spoiling me? You don't want to let go of the tail. You're hoping that I'm gonna forget about it. The second you do something else. No can do, mister. You're gonna have to let go of that tail. But don't worry. You can have it back here in just a little bit. You know? Don't put the tail, don't reel in my tail. sounds painful. You gotta take nice good care of it. You gotta handhold it and walk along with me. Or, keep stride with me. I do walk fast when I'm short, so, just don't take long strides. Don't go and run off from me now, okay? So, let's see. We can do this the hard way or the easy way. But rather than bite your ear in, I'll make you an offer. Rather than get back into the bed, I've got a TV with some jazz music playing turned on in the living room. And guess what? The heater's already on. I know it's a little bit of a waste, but I totally left it on last night before we got into bed. I know that was only a couple of hours ago, but you know me, I'm a night owl. I don't sleep on time. So how about it? Come grab your cup of coffee with me. Come on over to the sofa. And cling next to me while we sit up and watch something on the television instead. How about that? Otherwise, if we go back to the bed, you might just go to sleep on me. And I'm not sleeping just yet. I'm wide awake now, mister, and I need that coffee. So, I'm getting up, and I am taking my towel. But if you want to come with me, you can have the towel back. Do you accept this offer? No. You have to let go of it when I get up. You piece of shit. Okay. Oh. Fine. You can hold the towel the entire time on the way there. You are being so needy tonight. I swear. That's okay. You deserve it. Now, don't get too far from me. Stay right. Are you really gonna take the covers with you? You look fucking ridiculous. No, that's fine. This little fluff, I swear you're too cute. Okay, wear it around like a coat. Wear it around just easy with the merchandise. Okay? I don't want to see one of those little fluffs flying off my towel. Stand right behind me and walk with me. Now, walk slowly. I'm gonna go slow because I don't want to get ahead of you, else you'll pull on it like you always do. Think of it as our little Christmas gift. Yeah, okay. 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4 step. Almost at the door. Don't worry, I left it open. 5 step, 6 step, 7 step, 8. The coffee machine's right there. And the cups are right next to it, you see? I wasn't lying. The coffee's ready to go. Thank you for the follow, Spec. And thank you for the follow, Calrot. Welcome on into the channel and welcome on in. Merry Christmas Eve, and Happy Holidays. 1 second. Okay, to clear my throat for a second. I am the Moetsuki, the fox on the screen. And tonight is a Christmas special ASMR session with yours truly. And today, instead of taking in the gifts, I am just going to... What is it again? my brain destroyed. I'm going to spoil you in return as much as I can. So yeah, we're being really random, ad-libbing with no script. Whatever comes out of my brain, we're just gonna go with it, okay? Back to the story. Alright. 9 step. 10 step. 11 step. 12. Stop. Just stay right there. All bundled up in your coat, blanket, figure, and take good care of that towel, okay? Now, you can let go if you want to, but if you're not gonna let go, then stay still and treat it nice. You're a fox, or, as I call it, a demigod. Demigod, deity. Something in between the two. Something in between the two, you know? Use this tail as a winter scarf. I mean, in order to do that, you'd have to get down on your knees. My tail might be big, but, you know, I don't think it's gonna stretch all the way up there to your neck to work as a scarf. If you want me to let you use it as a scarf, the best way to do that would be to get back into the bed and just let you crawl around it. I'd be afraid you'd suffocate during the night, though. You know? Maybe we can compromise. You tend to enjoy holding and hugging it instead. Let's not do the muffler idea. You know? I'd worry about you if I got choked by it. Okay, let me pour the coffee. There's 1 cup. And there's 2. Now, I forgot the sugar and stuff like that. Now, I prefer mine black, to be fair, but I know you like yours with a little something extra. Pretend it's I'm sorry, I'm spoiling you as it is, but like, don't complain about the sugar, okay? You don't even have to drink it, just here. I'm holding both of these. You hold the towel. Now walk with me. We're going to the living room. All the cream and sugar, please, and thank you. Oh, do you prefer it extra sweet and succulent, Aaron? Do you like it more like a dessert treat coffee instead of like the bitter or bittersweet that it is? I guess it depends on the blend. But by a show of hands, who prefers black? Who prefers a little bit of cream and sugar? And who prefers a lot? Okay, noted. So if I ever do coffee with Erin, she prefers it extra sweet. I'll keep that in mind. That's kind of how I started drinking it back in college. It was more sugary than anything. But these days, I like it with just a pinch of each. Or black. But I've been wanting to try some other blends, like Kona and stuff like that. I just about always drink like mocha, Java these days. Those are like my go-to flavors and whatnot. Okay, so we're gonna do this again, okay? I got the coffee in the left hand, the coffee in the right hand. And you got my towel in both your hands. Now, walk again with me, okay? It's gonna be about 30 steps away, I think. Obviously, I didn't mark these down. No. We're counting anyways, so shut up. 1 step. 2 step. 3 step. 4 step. 5 step. 4 step. Didn't like that, did you? I stepped on your foot. No, I'm just being silly. Here, we'll start over. 5 step, 6 step, 7 step, 8 step, 8 step. Hey, bumped into me. What do you mean? You have to wait for the number to advance before you walk forward. I'm not guaranteed to say the next number every time. You want me to? Of course you do. That's what normal people do. And I am not normal. But okay, just for you. 9 step, 10 step, 11 step, 12 step, 13 step, 14 step, 15 step, 16. See? The sofa's right over there. Okay, maybe I overestimated. We can probably get there in 8 more steps, okay? Okay, I know you're cold. How the fuck are you cold or wrapped in that fucking blanket? Oh, I swear. Well, the blanket on the sofa is heated, so quickly step with me, but not ahead of me. Now, 17, 18, 19, 20, don't get ahead of me, 21, 22, 23, you, okay, sit, don't, not all at once, not all at once, there you go. Now, let me put the coffee on the coaster. Thank you. Okay, let me get next to you. Okay, and turn the blanket on. Okay. It wasn't too bad now, was it? What do you mean it's too hot? You've got a fucking cover on you and my towel. Of course it's gonna be too warm. Why the fuck did you think bringing that giant blanket was a because you didn't want to leave the cold. I swear. Yes, just put it on the side of the there you go. Yes. You're taking that back with us, by the way. Because I want it when I sleep. No, we're not taking the heated blanket with us. It stays in the living room. But if you want it all night, you're gonna have to stay here. Yes, I'll stay with you. Yes, you can. You weren't planning to let go of that towel anyways. Why did you even have to ask? Yes, you can keep holding the towel. Wait, am I tripping? What are you tripping about? Oh, there's an ad break going on. I'm sorry, guys. For those of you that aren't able to see that. Wait, when did that happen? There was a gift sub bomb from a few people earlier and whatnot. You'll either be giving thanks to Ruby or thanks to Aaron for the gift sub. But yeah, enjoy the emotes and the lack of ads on the channel. Let me get me some more water. Your model's adorable. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've done all I can with Ellie's design to make sure she stands out and pops out all so nicely and whatnot. So I have a bit of a soft spot for her. I'm a big fan of her. But yeah, Lily is my gal and she's me. However that works. But you know the drill. Now, I didn't draw my own model, but I did design the character. And she's been with me for well over 20 years. So thank you, Papa Ree, for doing the model art for me. and making all this possible. And then I rigged the model myself. God knows how I managed that. I wouldn't be able to do that anymore. That was an interesting skill to pick up for a short amount of time and then proceed to forget about it months later. Yes, yeah, thank Aaron, thank the little bean. Thank both of them, anyways, though, for supporting the channel and whatnot. The pink little kitty and the pink little fox. And everybody else helping the channel, just like Lily, Softpaws, Mythos, and everybody else out there. Anybody, even if you're just here chatting with us, it means a lot to me. Okay. Now, don't go drifting off into sleep just yet. We just sat down. Yes, I'm going to drink my coffee. I know you. I'm not getting up to get the sugar. Besides, you're gonna sleep. What do you mean? Bruh, do you want to sleep or do you want to spend time with me? No, if you get the coffee, you won't go to sleep though. Then you'll be grumpy tomorrow. You don't need the coffee. I know I made it for you. Okay. Okay. Maybe I did want you to spend time with me. I was lying about the sugar. I've got it right here in my pocket. Here. Let me put it in for you. There you go. Extra sweet, just the way you like it. Now, I don't have the cream, forgive me, but there's no way I was putting refrigerated milk or cream inside of my fucking pocket. That's out of the question even for me. But I can definitely keep the sugar with me. Besides, it's just packets. It's good, isn't it? Hey, let me have some of my own as well. See, now was it all that bad? Yeah, heat blanket does well this time of year. But yeah, I know tomorrow's gonna be busy. The family's gonna be here. The kids are gonna be running around. And of course, we got that long, well, it's not too long of a drive. I make it sound like it's a long drive because I don't like to be out on the road. But we'll be there in like an hour. But yeah, just don't drink too much of the coffee, okay? I do want you to sleep tonight, but you can spend some time with me. I don't mind. That's why I got the coffee anyways. Now, I definitely plan to stay up, but I would probably have drifted off the whole time, you know? I might be a night owl, but that doesn't mean that I was planning to leave the bed. We only get to spend so long next to each other. And I don't mind to spend the night right next to you in bed. Even if you're asleep. And even if I'm awake. Yes, I know. I know. I want to spend time with you too. You're definitely a night angel. I mean a night owl. A night angel, aren't we all? But yeah, I know what you mean by being a night owl. I wake up during the late hours of like 7, 8 o'clock at night. So it's always weird when like I'm on the morning schedule. If I wake up too early, I can't stay energized and whatnot. Welcome in, Kerr. How are you doing? How's the little boy doing today? What you been up to, Kerr? Did you do anything for Christmas? You gonna do anything for Christmas? Even like what you been doing? Give me a second. My allergies keep acting up from time to time. But yeah, you just got home from work. The big, busy. Oh, really? Well, welcome home. Welcome home for the holidays and good work and work and work and whatever you happen to do for work. Welcome in, welcome back, and happy holidays. You got any plans for Christmas? You doing anything tomorrow? What's on your list? What's on your list? Right. Let's get back to the story just a little bit. Okay. Now that you've had a little bit of coffee and stuff like that, how about you tell me what you really want for Christmas? What are you writing Santa? What do you mean you don't believe in Santa Claus? He's right next to you. He's lost a little bit of weight. He's got completely opposite colors to what you'd expect. But I'm pretty sure he can make your Christmas wish come true. No, he doesn't have $1 billion. Santa Claus ain't rich. Tell me what you want. Come here. You just want to be next close to me, don't you? That's what I want too, so. Merry Christmas. Now, don't have too much more coffee if you're going to sleep next to me. Yes, because you're going to be driving, because I don't drive. That's the least you could do for me, right? Don't worry, I'll spoil you tonight if you drive me tomorrow. I was told they'd be getting breakfast somewhere. They didn't tell me though, so I don't know what's even going to happen. Oh, interesting. May it go well for you then. May it be easy. May it be friendly. Welcome back in, Rendezvous. How are you doing? Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, Rendezvous. Welcome into the chat. Welcome into the channel. Alright. You got your gift, I got. Bruh. You're already snoring on me. Little did you know, I already knew coffee put you to sleep. But that's okay. Coffee can make me sleepy too, so night night. Okay, that was an interesting little experiment. Not the best pretty scuff, but I bet if I can learn a little more vocabulary, study some scripts a little bit more, I'm sure I can mix it up so I can have my own style as well as other things. Are you actually a bottom? Question asked to Kerr. I mean, he's a denier of it, but if he gives you a straight answer, then he's one of the biggest bottoms out there. I don't know which one is the biggest bottom. It's between him, Unstable, and Alex, I think. But Kerr is like somewhat tsundere about it. Unstable's extremely tsundere about it, and Alex is 100% admits to it. I don't know which one's the most bottom. However, we definitely abuse. I mean, tease Unstable the most about it. But that's because he likes to deny it. Little sausage man likes the bigger sausages, you know. Okay, so let me go and see about booting up another script. And then we'll try to do some more. What's the word? More fluid ASMR stuff. Now, let me see. What kind of script can I get? At the bare minimum, I can still write the scripts. Not write the scripts, but write the prompts. So, let me imagine what I'm going to do. Let's see. Let's just do safer work late night and cuddles in a soft voice. Wait, what? Guys, this is hilarious. So I typed in a prompt, and you know what it said? It's like, this content may violate our content policy. If you believe this to be an error, please submit your feedback. And then it prints the script anyways. I didn't even ask for anything that would break the rules. I literally stated safe for work ASMR script, and I think it interpreted it as not safe for work, and then it proceeds to give me a safe for work one anyways, and I'm like, did you just confuse yourself and immediately fix yourself after saying that you couldn't do it? So let me see. Please note that ASMR content should always be created and consumed with respect for boundaries and consent. Ensure that your content is appropriate and comfortable for your audience. What kind of script did you fucking give me? This better be safe for work. It says it's safe for work, but I'm just like, why is there a warning? Why did you say that this might... Oh, may violate. Didn't say does violate. Okay, I think I figured it out. Sometimes the ASMR chat GPT thing thinks ASMR is not safe for work, even though it's... I guess it depends on how you voice it or something like that. Ay. Oh, guys, I know why it's probably not safe for work. It might have hand holding. We can't have that. We hold our hands with our tails. That's perfectly acceptable. Anyways, I'll stop teasing the thing. Let's see what it printed off for us anyways. Ooh, this one's a little... like, too much. Way too much. I think it misinterpreted what I said, so I'm gonna ask it for another script. And I'm going to put safe for work in there twice, just in case. It's not lewd, it's just, it's out of my comfort zone. You try to give me something that was a bit too deep, I guess is the word. I'm gonna give it a weird script prompt. Alright, sorry about the wait, guys. Let's try this again, shall we? Welcome to our mystical Christmas night in the heart of a fantasy camp. As you settle into your cozy tent, you can hear the soft rustling of the leaves outside as the air is filled with the enchanting scent of pine and winter spices. Imagine a camp nestled in a magical forest, with trees adorned in sparkling lights that seem to dance with a gentle breeze. The campfire crackles, casting a warm glow across the tents, creating a feeling of wonder. Towel holding is very cozy, yes. It's also extra wholesome too. Tonight, you're not alone. In this fantasy camp, friendly creatures from the mystical woods have come to join us. They're here to share in the joy and coziness of the holiday season. I invite you to snuggle up in your soft sleeping bag, surrounded by plush blankets that seem to have a touch of magic in them. Feel the warmth and softness as you sink into a world of comfort. Outside, you can hear the soft jingling of bells as the magical creatures gather around, excited about the festivities. They bring with them a sense of joy and companionship, making this Christmas night truly special. Close your eyes. Imagine the soft glow of fairy lights twinkling above you. We'll see you later, wizard. Thank you for hanging out with us. Night night. The air is filled with the sound of distant laughter and the harmonious caroling of the unseen forest creatures, creating a symphony of magical sounds. Merry Christmas! In this enchanted night, we share the joy of the season, wrapped in the warmth of friendship and the soft embrace of fantasy. As you lay here, know that you are surrounded by the magic of the holidays and the love of those who care about you. What? I can't hear you? What do you mean? Do you not have me turned up enough? Or is it not coming through? Like when I whisper and whatnot, I think my voice only hits around maybe 30 decibels at best. Can you hear me right now? Just out of curiosity? Let's just do a normal microphone test. Either way, welcome in, Kyoya Satomi. It's weird if you can't hear me. I can try one thing just in case if you feel like it's not going through. We've already been live for about 3 hours, so I'm going to do a bit of an experiment. I'm going started to think that that one filter didn't do its like original purpose and whatnot. But I think that's because it was mainly meant for like whatchamacallit, just podcasting pop filter and whatnot. I think the original intention of that filter was meant for full volume and whatnot. So I was looking like when we were doing whispers earlier and whatnot. Sometimes I couldn't tell if the whisper was going through all the way, and that might be why things looked a bit weird. And if it had been cutting me out all stream, I am so sorry, guys. However, now we know that if we're going to do the whispers and whatnot, it might be better just to leave the one filter away from the microphone. Like one of the original intentions and stuff like that was meant to maybe just kind of cut out some of the noise and whatnot. But hey, it might be that I just have it like positioned in a weird spot and whatnot, even though it's like right next to it. I might need to do some more work with the microphone arm and the mount and stuff. So what I can do and will do later, I will watch the recording of this stream, and then if it does sound like it's cutting out in places and I can't really hear myself at all, then I will plan on just skipping that one filter. And then, I can either find another one later or just use that one for our normal podcasting and stuff. But you guys can hear my whispers just fine right now, right? No problems hearing me or anything? Can you guys hear me just fine and whatnot? Let me know. I'm gonna get some water real quickly. Nice. Okay, so what I'll plan on doing then is just leaving off the mesh filter for right now. Fortunately, the way this arm is set up and the way that the filter clamps, I can just stick it straight up in the air and it won't get in the way. Play Minecraft, really? I've never been big on Minecraft, funny enough. I've played it like once or twice before, but for some reason, I think it's because of my ADHD, I get too bored with the game. So I tend to look for other sorts of games that like let me continue to be like silly and stuff like that, or just have a bit more, I guess, of a visual flair to offer. I don't know. Minecraft is fun and it's great for Zatsudans, but I guess I don't do that well with like Zatsudan styled games and whatnot. Hold on, I have respiratory stuff. I always forget about that sometimes, but there we go. I just had to clear out my throat just a bit, but yeah. Maybe in the future, you know what? If you guys want to hear me or want to see me do Minecraft badly and whatnot, then I might have an idea for it later. I won't say what, but just wait for February then. I'll find the way to slip Minecraft in there then, how about that? I was just saying, I respect the game, I think it's a wonderful game, but it's not my type of game. Minecraft is not for everyone, and I'm willing to admit that. It's not too enjoyable to me, compared to some other games and whatnot, but I do think it's a good game, and I've seen several friends have fun with it, and do great streams with it. That's all it is. I have nothing against the game. Let me get back to the one story real quickly then. In this enchanted night, we share the joy of the season, wrapped in the warmth of friendship and the soft embrace of fantasy. As you lay here, know that you are surrounded by the magic of the holidays and the love of those who care about you. Let the serenity of this magical night, this magical Christmas night, guide you into a peaceful and restful sleep. May your dreams be filled with warmth, wonder, and the gentle magic of the fantasy camp. Welcome in. Merry Christmas from the East Coast. Merry Christmas Eve from Central Time Zone. Don't worry, it'll be Christmas over here in one more hour. And I agree, I can never focus on one project. Yeah, funny enough, T2, I think that might be the reason. There's not enough to distract and, I guess in a way, overwhelm myself sometimes. Obviously, too much will still overwhelm me, but I do think I need, like, those games. Like, I can Satsudan a very complicated game. It just can't be extra complicated and over the top for the sake of being complicated. Welcome in, double moderators. Merry Christmas to you too. Hello, Kiz, and hello, Sylvie. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas Eve to whatever part of the world y'all happen to be. Let me do the one shout out that doesn't have a cooldown. That way I can shout you both out and whatnot. And on the off chance that I used the wrong one. Okay, I got the right one. Thank you too for moderating, and Merry Christmas. May you be having a wonderful, safe, and enjoyable time out there and whatnot. Now there's an ad break going on, unfortunately, but hopefully you guys don't get cocked by it too much. Alright, we're going on into the next group. Are you two doing anything for Christmas? Do you have any plans? Are you gonna be doing anything special? Or are you just gonna stay at home, relax, and enjoy the season? Simply to relax and stuff like that. We'll need to sleep for later in the morning. No worries, no worries, no worries. You're more than welcome to, you know? May you sleep well, sweet dreams, and may Santa leave you a little something when you wake up the next morning. Night night, kids. Sweet dreams. Hop on the VRC before sleep. Are you getting it on tonight? Like, when? If it be on, like, late tonight or stuff like that, I might get on in, like, an hour and a half. Planning to end stream in about an hour from now. And I kind of want to test just a couple more things before tomorrow's stream. But if people just want to hang out and whatnot, maybe we can do that after we're done. But yeah, let me get back into the story. As you rest in your cozy tent, the air around you is endued in a sense of wonder. The magical creatures, drawn to the flickering campfire, bring with them small, thoughtful gifts, tiny tokens of their appreciation for your presence on this mystical Christmas night. You may feel a gentle touch on your shoulder, a playful nudge from a friendly spirit, or the soft purring of a mystical creature curled up nearby. Don't touch the tail. I mean, you can touch the tell if you want to, but just take good care of the tell. These beings, normally hidden from the human eye, have been chosen to reveal themselves on this special occasion, creating a bond with their world and yours. Picture a cup of warm, spiced cocoa magically appearing beside of you. The aroma of cinnamon and nutmeg fills the air, and the first sip brings a comforting warmth to your entire being. It's as if the very essence of the holiday season has been captured in this delightful beverage. Outside, the snow gently falls, creating a soft and muffled blanket that enhances the sense of tranquility as you listen to the sound of snowflakes whispering as they touch the ground. You can't help but marvel at the beauty of this enchanted night. The mystical creatures began to share their own tales of joy and celebration. Their voices are like soft, melodic chimes, weaving stories of magical journeys and heartwarming encounters. You may not understand the words, but the warmth and sincerity in their voices make the stories universally comforting. Feel the enchantment in the air as the fantasy camp becomes a haven of serenity and connection. Here, the time seems to slow down, allowing you to fully embrace the magic of the present moment. The gentle sounds of the mystical forest create a lullaby that guides you into a state of deep relaxation. As you drift into a tranquil sleep, surrounded by the magical ambience of this fantasy world, may your dreams be filled with the echoes of laughter, the glow of fairy lights, and the soft whispers of friendly creatures. Sleep well, dear friend, in the embrace of this mystical Christmas night. Alright, that was an interesting one. So I was gonna say real quickly, I think my throat is starting to call give. But I'm not gonna end just yet. I'm just gonna be like, okay, maybe we need to like back off the story thing just a little bit. I think the story reading from earlier and then doing the podcasty thing right in the midst of it, like, I'm gonna tire out my throat a bit more. So I think I'm like used to like taking breaks in between. But yeah. It was an interesting one. So I figured for the next hour or so we could do like some free chat and stuff like that instead. What do you guys think? instead of me reading off some stories, how about you guys give me some stories? Or maybe you can give me, like, in a sense, a bit of a mini script, a bit of a mini prompt. And then I can go from there. Otherwise, we can just chat. I am more than open to chatting. So, let me ask you for real this time then instead. What do you want from Santa this year? What did you put on your Christmas list? And what are you going to find in your stocking tomorrow morning? Anybody have, like, anything in particular that they wanted and whatnot? Anybody have a specific gift that they just happen to want from Santa Claus? Otherwise, rather than about the gift that you want and whatnot, do you have a gift that you plan on giving to somebody tomorrow? Whether it be for, like, family, a significant other, or anything like that? Feel free to let me know. We got a bit of time to chat, a bit of time to talk and whatnot. Otherwise, we might end a little bit early tonight. Just in case. My brother is said, or has said, he got you something you really wanted. Oh, but it's going to be a surprise because you don't know what it is just yet. He just knows that you've been wanting it and just happens to be able to give it to you tomorrow, doesn't he? Oh, that's so sweet of him. That's so kind. Nice. Congratulations. But yeah, it's all about the spirit of giving and spreading that happiness as much as possible. And if you're unable to give, don't worry. The way I see it, if you happen to receive something, the best you can do is share that happiness in exchange. Sometimes that happiness is all they're really looking for. And to them, it's probably the best gift that they can ask for. You got your brother a VR headset in return? Oh, which one did you get him? A Vive, a Quest, the Index. Did you get a specific one? What kind did you get him? The MetaQuest 2? Aw, nice. So he's gonna get to go wireless and get to explore all the good stuff. And if he wants even more, then you can also connect to the PC via link cable. You got the MetaQuest 3 for your birthday? Aw, happy late birthday, happy belated birthday, and congratulations. Welcome to the world of VR. Where Beat Saber and VR chat are definitely a delight. I don't think there's much Beat Saber these days, but hopefully I get to back to it like next year and whatnot. Mostly with Beat Saber stuff, I think for accuracy's sake, I definitely need to get one more lighthouse. And if I really get into it, probably need to get a set of refurb controllers. That way I can apply an overgrip to them. That way my hands don't slip. But I don't think I need to try too hard to Beat Saber. Bare minimum, I just kind of want to make it look good on the camera and have fun doing it and then watching it back later. So next year, I feel like, I don't know what my goals are necessarily. I think one of the big goals that I have next year is probably to either focus on the 3D side of things. I could go for more trackers. That way I can enjoy the VR presentation more in the rewatchability. That I need to focus on the presentation of the 2D side of things. Like stuff like video editors or people that handle like presentation material and stuff. And just try to... I'm not sure. I guess in a way promote myself a bit more, take things a bit more seriously. But we'll have to figure that out. All I know is next year will probably be much better. But at the same time, it's kind of like the challenge is going to be like, what do I focus on next? Where do I really start to hone in on? Because I think with the way that the ASMR stuff's been going lately, I kind of feel like rather than like VR stuff, like I have my wants and then there's the needs and then there's the stream needs. And this year has been hell. Next year, I think I'll have a bit more leeway with deciding on what I want to focus on a bit more in a balanced fashion, I guess. So, if I want to enjoy the VR stuff a bit more as a stream and whatnot, I would definitely have to get the trackers into the lighthouse. What if the ASMR stuff does as well as it's been doing? Getting that microphone would probably be a really big boost. But if I do focus more on the ASMR stuff, I definitely need to start to repackage and present things a bit more differently. Whether it's with the overlay, looking into video editing. Like, I need to start like advertising it because we don't really advertise it, funny enough. Like, I'll post it on my Twitter, the Discord, like, hey, we're doing an ASMR stream, but it's like, I don't promote myself as an ASMR artist or a voice actor despite dabbling in it a little bit more this year. The ASMR stuff's like super recent though. So next year it's kind of like, okay, if the playing field is open, what do we want to focus on next? Bare minimum though, I do have to get ready for February. So I guess I can think and contemplate a couple of ideas for what to do after February. But I do think the focus will definitely be on maybe gunning for partner in the February and all throughout March and maybe a bit of April, or however long it takes to get and stuff like that. But we'll see. At the end of the day, that part's kind of more of like a bonus, even though that's definitely gonna help for like the stream and stuff long term as a full-time job. But it's because I enjoy it that I want to do it as a job, you know? Did you get any good presents for anybody? I kinda did, yeah. I got my mother a heated blanket because she's been wanting one for a while. I handed out a couple of boxes of Pocky to my sister and my sister's kids. And I also got like a set of stuff to make macaroons with. But me and my mom both forgot about it. So we decided that we'll make the macaroons for New Year's instead. So don't worry. We actually opened their presents today because my parents decided, let's just do it tonight instead of tomorrow. So like it was like 30 minutes before stream. And I was like, oh no, I don't want to be late for stream. But at the same time, I didn't think it'd take too long. And it's like, let's just get this over with. I was a bit nervous because sometimes like Christmas stuff gets me a bit like anxiety and whatnot. But it ended up going well. I think it happened, it was just like a small portion of our family instead of like all the kids and the relatives and stuff like that. It's the people factor that drives my anxiety, so it was comfy just to do it with 4 people. But yeah, we got to share gifts and stuff like that, so it was a lot of fun. So I guess I guess maybe we can talk like outwards and projecting. Like not projecting. What's the word I'm looking for? Like talking it in anticipation. I will go and say tomorrow's stream will be a bit more different. It's likely to be more hyperactive and gremlin and high energy because you guys know me in VR chat streams. But tomorrow's also going to be a bit of a drinking stream. Just because I feel like that's, you know, you guys are going to get the super cozy, comfy, soft, and relaxed stream tonight. And then tomorrow is going to be a 180 flip. You'll get the hyperactive, happy, drunk fox. And we all know how those streams tend to go, you know? Those tend to be really fun. Tomorrow's stream going to be with viewers? Probably not. I think I'll just be doing it as a solo and whatnot. I usually don't do like community stuff on stream. However, we do community sessions and hangouts on the weekends. Usually once or twice a week, but it's usually on the weekends, like Fridays, Saturdays, primarily on Saturdays. We just do a community meetup with people who both get into VR or on desktop, and we just hang out, we drink, and we have a good time. But my VR chat streams usually tend to be just solo cast. On rare occasions, I might have a friend or two drop by if we plan for it or do it and whatnot. I've never had like the, I guess, mind space for doing community VR chat streams, even though I know a couple of friends do them. Some of them manage it pretty well, but I've noticed the biggest difference is they usually have very, like, established mods and people to really safeguard the content community and stuff like that. Or I tend to do just about everything myself. I've got a few moderators, but they're all like voluntary basis. So I get too nervous and too anxiety driven and worried about worst case scenarios. So I don't usually invite people on for those midstream. But I know some people do just want to get into VR and hang out. So that's why I do offline hangouts on the weekends. That way for the people that really do want to hang out in VR, I create that space for them. And then when I'm on stream, I just go ham. Well, not every time we drink, but tomorrow's going to be one of our drinking VR chat specials. We do normal VR chat streams as well. It's just been a little bit different. Like, I don't know. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of upkeep. VR chat made a lot of questionable updates. Unity can be a bit of a pain of an ass. Then after the Cyber Monday deals, the Black Friday discounts, just about everybody I knew started getting more trackers, starting to get like full 10-point, 11-point tracking. And I felt like I just got like a little bit left behind. Because the year had already been like super stressful and everything. And I just didn't have anything for like Black Friday this year. But I'm not worried about that now. Just in the moment, it was just kind of like meh. So I still have a heart for VR chat. It's just, I think after time to process those emotions, I realized that it's the presentation quality. And I'm starting to realize more and more that I do like to rewatch my streams from time to time. And I realize that I can do a much better job, to the point that it's not just that I want those things, but emotionally, I think I've started to notice that I need those things. Because it enables me to do things so much better because of that emotional attachment. It's weird. And sometimes I don't like to admit it. But I think that's one of my biggest problems in the past 2 years. I'm too shy. Like, I'd feel too guilty about admitting certain things. But this year I had a lot of experiences in like learning about myself on an emotional level. So we'll have to figure out how it's gonna work out next year. But I'm starting to notice like what these emotional needs are going to be, so I can do my content at the best, as well as enjoy them at the best. So I'll figure that out. Don't worry about me. I'm gonna take extra good care of you guys. And if I sound like I'm being confusing or going off on a tangent, it's because I guess my brain's getting eepy and I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, thank you for the hydrate and the follow, Dolce. Amai-san, irashai. フォローしてくれてありがとうございました。今日は元気でしょうか？メリークリスマスです。Merry Christmas, Amai. Merry Christmas, Dolce. I have your water right here. Let me go ahead and get that for you. 水を飲みます。美味しいです。How are you doing? Welcome on in. I am Lily Moetsuki. I am the fox on the screen. And tonight we're doing a Christmas ASMR special full of comfy whispers, soft voice, and Christmas delights. We're a little towards like the tail end of the stream and whatnot, so my throat's just a little bit tired and whatnot, but I'm still doing good. I'm still happy and still hanging on in there and whatnot. But yeah, just in case, like, can I do this in Japanese? I'm not sure. My Japanese is a bit weird sometimes. Let me see. Riri Moetsuki to moshimasu. Okitsune-san de aru. おかしな性格してますが、なんとなく I don't know what to finish off that with. I have a fun story. I joined off a Japanese friend VR chat yesterday. Just to kind of like say hi, introduce, and see who all like she was hanging out with and whatnot. And I could hardly get a word in. It was so like, one, embarrassing because my Japanese is so rusty since I've not used it in so long. But I also stayed a lot longer because I really enjoy listening to the language. And I feel like I might pick up on it more just by listening to it. So I feel like I need to start hanging out with more of my Japanese friends in VR chat. Because even just listening in will bring some of that vocabulary and speech and whatnot back into my brain. And then we can go from there. I don't know how to speak Japanese, but my nickname is cute. It is! Amai no ga ii. Amai no ga ii. Amai no wa kawaii desu ne. Sweet and cute. Short, sweet, and cute. You know? It's a nice nickname. It's a nice nickname. But yeah, we do a lot of, I guess, like RPG games, indie games, and ASMR on Sunday specifically. And sometimes we also do some VR content during the week and whatnot. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas Eve! Happy holidays! And any other festivities you have going on over there. But yeah, tomorrow's gonna be an interesting day. Tomorrow's gonna be a fun day. All sorts of little silly shenanigans, Christmas, and you guys will get to see the latest version of our cutting model tomorrow. All the different hairstyle toggles are going to be fun to show off. Outfits, there might be a couple of outfits, but I guarantee there's like half of them that might be just a bit too much for streams or Twitch's TOS. It's not like they're bad, it's just they seem to like be more strict on virtual characters or VTubers and whatnot. So we have to like adhere to some sort of weird arbitrary patterns. So things that would normally be fine for IRL streamers do not work for virtual streamers. But hey, I still got some cute outfits to show you guys tomorrow. It's already 11:30 over there? Oh, you're a Central Time Zoner. I'm also in Central Time Zone. I always go off of Eastern on my schedules, my announcements, my Discord and stuff like that. And sometimes it confuses me, but I do try to stick to East Coast. Just because Central Time Zone is so weird compared to everywhere else. Here it is 2:29 a.m. Oh, it's super late over there. That's 1 hour past, whatchamacallit. 1 hour past Eastern. I'm not sure what time zone that is. But if I had to guess, somewhere in South America, maybe? Or is it like right at the tail end of the US? Canada? Greenland? If up north? I feel like you'd be surprised how many people actually show up in Central Time Zone. Not as common as East and West. However, if you want to know the real rare ones, it's those living in Mountain Time. It's so rare, but they exist. I know like 3 people from Mountain Time Zones, and I'm just kind of like, wait a second. They exist? It's like, they exist? They exist, but it's so rare. Brazil time is earlier. Oh, it's super early over there. Actually, you're right. It is close to Brazil time, I think, because I have a friend over there in Brazil. And he's always like a few hours faster. I don't know where he's at in Brazil exactly, but yeah. They are earlier. To the point they're like early in the morning right now, huh? What are you doing for Sylvie? Or Christmas, since you'll be staying at home and whatnot? You have any short-term plans? Any projects, gifts, or anything like that you plan to give to your family? Like, I know you're not going with them and whatnot, but are you planning on doing anything when they come back? Because nice, you didn't have anything planned, but you could surprise them. So when they come back, they'll have that belated Christmas gift or something like that. I liked your live. Aww, thank you. We try to do what we can to be silly. We try to do what we can to be cute, and we just kind of go from there. We just kind of go from there afterwards and whatnot. Let's see. So I know it's still just a little bit earlier than we normally end, but I might not go the full hour. And while there's an ad break going on, I might as well go and use that time to like take a look around and just kind of see who is on. And if we're to raid somebody, who is on at this time that'd make a good raid target and stuff like that? Random question. How do you feel about York? Oh, are you talking about the New York peppermint patties? Those are probably one of my favorites. That's because I love mint and chocolate. And then mint chocolate chip, mint chocolate chunk, peppermint, chocolate sweets with the peppermints like swirl on the inside, the soft center. They are one of my favorites. And I'm pretty serious about that, yeah. You got a stash in your stocking this year? Yay! Sorry if you ask me something I don't know how to answer. I'm still learning. No worries, no worries, no worries. You're perfectly fine. And if anything I say is too confusing, you're always welcome to ask me to restate it in another way. And then we can try to do it that way instead. But yeah, we will try to understand everybody as best as we can. And then we can go from there and whatnot, alright? So let me see who's on our list of places to go tonight. One thing I should probably do a little bit different is browse the ASMR tab just to see what other YouTubers do some like whisper and voice based ASMR stuff and whatnot. I'm sure I can find somebody. But until then, you guys are more than welcome to chat with me. And who knows, maybe we'll chat for like the last 30 minutes and whatnot. And just keep it soft, cozy whispers. And then I'll try not to get too loud just in case some people have gone to sleep and whatnot. Which is perfectly fine, by the way. I know the quality of my voice and I know how relaxing it can be sometimes. Maybe next time I'll get a bit more teasy. Maybe the next time in the future. Maybe for the end of the year. Oh, guys, you're in luck. You're in luck. Next week, we can do the same thing. Welcome in, Noodles. How are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome in. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you. So, going in from Christmas Eve Sunday to Christmas Day Monday. Thank you for the follow to the channel. Skupstum. Welcome in. I am Lily Moetsuki, the fox on the screen. Doing ASMR tonight, ASMR on Sundays, and then indie VR RPGs and all sorts of other games during the week. Welcome in. I was going to say, next week we're going to do something similar, but I'm going to switch it up. So we're getting a soft, cozy, sober ASMR Sunday today. And then tomorrow, we're getting a silly, hyperactive gremlin fox mode in VR chat for Christmas Day. Then next week, how about this? We'll do the drunk, teasing fox ASMR next Sunday. And then do a silver, cozy celebrate, like kind of a celebration, like a cozy celebration, I guess, for New Year's Day. Because New Year's Day might be a bit of a shorter stream, and I might not want to get wasted on it, because I should have like my consultation with a doctor on the 2nd. So I'll have to get up early that day, so we can't go too late on it. So plan on it this week. If you've not seen Drunk ASMR, then you'll get a bit of Drunk ASMR next Sunday. So until then, let us, yeah, maybe not drunk, but we'll just do it as a drinking. And if I do get drunk, if I do get too wasted and whatnot, then that's fine. That's fine. But I do think it could be a lot of fun, and I do think it could be really funny and whatnot. So, I just want to see, like, because I might have, like, some inhibition still, and I know I'm keeping it soft, cozy, and respectful and well-maintained. But I want to see, can I be a bit more outward and stuff like that with the ASMR? Because I'm not sure if I can. I might have a style that might be really good for it. But the only way we're going to find that out is if we experiment just a little bit with it. So we'll try that next time then. How about that? We'll see what we can do with it and then go from there. But yeah, I do think my throat is at its limit. But yeah, I would like to avoid the lewd ASMR stuff specifically. It'd be nice if I could limit the, oh yeah, sort the tags by VTuber. And then we can go from there. Now, let me see. Wholesome and unhinged. Let me see what their channel looks like. Wholesome and unhinged. That sounds like a nice combination. You wish you can get drunk one day? Drunk Lily can be very fun though. You know how I like to be sometimes when I drink. But you don't have to get drunk. You're always welcome to join us for drinks and stuff. You can just hang out with us if you want to. It's just if you do get drunk, be very careful. And try to keep it well maintained and be easy, okay? You don't want me worrying about you too much, do you? You're gonna make me worry. Alright. Let me see. I'm gonna listen in on the stream just a little bit, so hang tight. Also, they got a 3DO, and they're talking instead of doing weird sounds. I can tell why they're unhinged because of all the things on their screen. So let's go and learn more about this streamer. Makes you curious because you don't drink? Oh, I see. Well, as long as you can do it safely and respectfully, and just make sure to moderate yourself and watch out and whatnot, then you'll be okay. You'll be okay. But yeah, make sure you're of drinking age and, no complications. Don't do it with medicine and just go slow. Go slow. But yeah, it'll be fun tomorrow. I promise. So let's go say hello to Violet Spellcraft and see what kind of ASMR they have to offer their viewers and whatnot. And then we'll go from there. We'll see what they're up to, how they do things differently. We'll get a little bit of a preview on how they handle their ASMR stuff. And I'll be back tomorrow night. We'll be starting at 9 o'clock Eastern. And we'll go until midnight or something like that. We'll see. Thank you for the follow, Andres. Welcome in. I'm Lily Moetsuki. Tonight's ASMR stream is over. So, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas Eve. Happy holidays, everybody. Have a nice sleep. Have a nice rest. And be good little fluffs. Don't be naughty, okay? I'll take good care of you. So until next time, guys. Night, night. Sleep well. And night. Sweet dreams.